Good morning. How many people are going to be out celebrating this weekend? Are you going to do something fun and exciting? Do you give a shit? Are you just enjoying your day off because you got lucky to have a day off? I also got lucky that I am not working this holiday weekend. If you know what it's like to work in healthcare, then you fucking know. You know it's nice to have a holiday weekend off because that does not happen very often. We got the phone line open, we got the guest request open, and we got somebody in the guest request. We got somebody in the guest request.
Hello.
Good morning, one.
Yes, I'm 30.
All right, cool. Do you still support the Republicans? Hi, Brian.
I do. I do. I'm still
All
a registered Republican. Very proud
right. Okay.
Republican.
What are you proud of?
Well, obviously they're not perfect, but they do the best they can to preserve American interests, build up our economy from the disaster which was Biden's presidency,
Oh, like what? How we
denuclearize
just got the
Iran.
job? How we just got the jobs report and it's abysmal? That's the
I
economy
guess
we're
it
talking about.
depends in the area, but if you go to a place like New York City, LA, people are making more money than ever. Now, we denuclearized Iran. That was a big thing.
No, we didn't.
Biden would have given them nukes. Trump made sure that they
We
couldn't
we
produce their own
we
nukes.
we didn't do that.
Nigger, 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 nigger.
You could have just stayed and we could have talked about it. You didn't have to use the N word and then run away. Like, that's super embarrassing for you, friend. Thanks for telling the internet you have a little peen. Because that's little peen energy. Because Biden was actually good for this country. That's why Biden is the measuring stick. That's why they always compare him to Donald Trump, because they try to tear someone down who was actually trying to do good in order to make their guy look better. Good morning. What's up, geeky? Oh, Brian, this is not new and exciting. I tell you what, this hate speech thing is not new. Donald Trump has been truthing his ass off since midnight. Shenanigans. Ugh. I'm going to the Leadership Blue Summit in 2 weeks, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna wear. Also, I gotta find out if I'm going to the gala or not. It's always racism, for sure. Oh my god, he spoke to Roosevelt. That was the funniest fucking thing. First of all, this man was like, I talked to Roosevelt. Bro, you talked to a fucking video game, essentially. You had a conversation with a video game, you fucking weirdo. Then goes on to say that he's going to give, what was it? He has a medal, he's going to give medals to his two sons and they can have a threesome. That's what he said. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. Trump didn't stop the nuclear program. We don't have a ceasefire. There's still active acts of aggression going on in the region. Like, I don't know why you guys think that Iran is not going to continue to do what they want to do if the United States and Israel don't hold to their end of the bargain. I don't know why you guys think that. Iran is out there like, get some, bitch! Let's do it! Maybe you guys understand that. Shh. Llamas. Right? I know, I heard about that. If you guys don't know what I'm saying, I heard about Israel dropped the second largest spicy balloon in history on Lebanon. How fucking awful. How fucking awful. Israel needs to just love Jewish people, have no problem with Israeli people. The Israeli government, on the other hand, that ain't it.
Well, I love Jewish people, but I want the whole nation destroyed. That's why we support Republicans right there. Because of stupid shit like that, you dumb broad. You make no sense at all. Love Jewish people, but we want to destroy your entire nation. Yeah, great logic. This is why you aren't allowed to win elections. Anything else you want to fucking spew dumb shit about? You have the floor. This is your panel, after all. Go ahead. Contradict yourself in the same sentence. Do it. Do it again. Go ahead. Yeah, exactly. It's better when you don't say anything. You see how much
Love is
better
the
the world
way. How
is?
are
More
you this
peaceful?
morning?
See how much
Good,
more
how are
peaceful the
you?
world is?
Fine, thanks. What would you like to add to the conversation since this person doesn't know how to say hello to people and they don't know fucking manners
Well,
because
not
they
when you say
probably grew up in a fucking barn, in a pigsty
stupid.
with a whole bunch of other fucking animals? They don't know how to be polite to people. What would you like to add to the conversation?
Something that I think a lot of people don't consider is what would happen if one political party won for the rest of time?
That's what's
And
going to happen.
in my view, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, balance is important. And if one side gets too much power, bad things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really think it matters which side that is.
I don't disagree with you. But there's
kind of
one
do.
group of people, well, I have a but. There's one group of people who are trying to actively take the rights away of other people, and then there's another group of people who are more interested in building programs that are beneficial to society, that uplift the most marginalized of communities. So, I mean,
Unless you disagree with him.
if we were stuck under like one group of people, I think that there's a specific group of people I would choose over the other.
Agreed. Also, good morning, Amanda. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, Nick, see how a greeting is actually done? You classless. I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
You
nice.
can't say stupid shit and then expect respect in return. That doesn't make any sense.
No, we're not talking.
Yeah,
Shut
Nick,
up.
you don't know what you're talking
We're
about.
talking at you, not to you. Shush.
Yep. We're talking about you. No one asked you for your opinion. If I wanted my garden fertilized,
give an
then I'll
opinion.
ask you to open your mouth. Otherwise,
didn't
keep that shit to yourself.
give an opinion. Stop acting like a man, woman.
What does it mean to act like a man?
Why is being
Nick?
is being a man such a bad thing?
Geeky, hold on. What does it mean to act like a man?
You're trying to sound like you have reverence in your voice, and you're going to try to demand things.
Does it mean that you should be condescending? Does it mean that you should be absolutely insecure in who you are, that you can't hold a conversation with someone without being a piece of shit? Is that what it means to be a man?
Trying to have command in her voice.
If it is, you're doing really good at it. If it's not,
Never have
then
that.
step your game up, bro. Because
Never have command in any room you walk into.
That's the only behavior you have exhibited thus far. So if that's not what it means to be a man, then either you're not a man or you're just a piece of shit.
You will never have command in any room you are inside of. It doesn't matter.
You want to see command?
You'll never
in the
walk
room
into
that
a
I'm in?
room and have command.
You want to see the command?
You'll never do that.
There you go. Poof!
I was about to say, I mean, I commanded your mom's room last night, so I don't know.
Ayo.
Ayo. Also, this is just my voice. Amanda has heard just my voice. Like, as it sits. This is just what I sound like. So if you think that I sound commanding, maybe that's because you want to submit to me.
On your knees. Thanks for being my good little bitch, Nick. I didn't rage quit. He doesn't know how to control himself, Josh. He has no impulse control whatsoever. And you can't have a conversation with that, so I'm not interested at all. Here we go. Good morning. Thank you for calling the stream. Can you please tell me your name and where you are calling from?
Joe, I'm from Florida.
All right, Joe from Florida. What would you like to add to the conversation?
Oh, well, seeing just got in. I still report Republicans, well, because there's no Democrats that can run this nation properly. I'm
What
sorry?
does that mean? What does that mean to run the nation properly?
Well, I mean, when you got Sleepy Joe, Auto Pen Biden, you know.
Oh boy, here we go. Can you not use talking points? Like, can you not use stuff that you hear on Fox News that they say over and over again and just have a conversation?
You know, are you a Jew with that big schnoz of yours? Are you the problem that we have with America? Just another Jew telling everyone what to do?
I'm not Jewish. By
Your
ethnicity or
fucking nose,
religion.
your nose says different. I'll tell you that right now. That's the biggest. That nose is bigger than I've ever seen on any normal Jew.
Sir, I can tell
You've
that
got
you're
it.
morbidly obese, and I think maybe you should worry about cleaning your own house. Because when you're
Heil
morbidly
Hitler.
obese, you have a
Heil
nice...
Hitler.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, just in case you were wondering, that's the anti-Semite.
That's
What Amanda said, not anti-Semitic. What that guy just did, incredibly anti-Semitic. Do we see the difference?
He won't.
Absolutely not.
Hey, good
Mr.
morning.
Nobody, good morning. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I'm well. I'm just like everybody. I'm just feeling overwhelmed, and the utter base stupidity. These dead-eyed mouth breathers. It's just amazing. Imagine if Obama, wearing a tan suit, would have received a $400 million jet and then spent $970 million to retrofit it, so then he could later put it in his library. And these guys just embrace it. It's just, oh, he's doing the corruption out in the open, so it's okay. It's just the YT grift.
No, they don't think it's corruption. They don't think it's corruption. They think that it's smart business dealings. That's what
they don't understand business. I mean, everything this man, he can't even put the 250th anniversary of our country's celebration in a positive light. I mean, there's these fake facade. No one's going, and they're serving pizza, hot dogs, and hamburgers. There's nothing that represents the country other than what do they have, a baptismal candle? Yeah, there's no one there. I mean, and besides, who can afford? This guy's made $2.2 billion his first year in office, and
I was about to ask nobody. I was about to ask Amanda. Did you see 960 something pages of financial disclosure? 927, a financial disclosure. What was Joe Biden's 14? Right? Was it something super short like that?
Yeah, but the laptop. Don't forget the laptop.
Yeah, it was less than 20 pages. I wanted to say that it was 14 or 15, but it was definitely less than 20.
Okay, ladies, just real quick, I want to just say I'm sorry for the male idiots that are coming on here, and when they can't prove a point, they have no legitimate policy.
For them.
Well,
it doesn't improve the situation.
Well, as a man, I want to hold those POSs accountable, because he's probably living in his basement, about 100 pounds overweight, eating processed food and rotting his brain and looking at all these conspiracy theories. And I just think for just women in general, you should never, ever look at them and touch them or breed with them, because they have destroyed the country. Those things vote.
I will say one quick little thing. We should really cool it on the fat phobia and the fat shaming. Just I know the mouth breathers.
Okay,
I'll
take
command
that back,
human respect, but there are
I
other
only do it
people
to
out
them.
here who are here. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I get it. I serve my country, and I consider myself an independent. I never voted for a Bush or a Clinton. I don't find, and I also, if you want to, I don't subscribe to the conspiracies
All right, well,
and things,
for coming.
but
I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you. I don't like people being apologists for men, to be honest. I don't.
Can I ask?
When you hit a point, Amanda, and I know exactly where the point is because your eyes kind of go a little bit dissociated, and then you're like, "All right, I'm done." I
Yep.
can always see it, and I love it.
What did you
Yep.
mean by I'm not a Jew by ethnicity? I'm just curious.
There's ethnic
People can
Jewish.
be ethnically Jewish, or you can be religiously Jewish, or you can be both.
Are you religiously Jewish?
No.
No, I was just curious. I actually speak Hebrew. I love Jews.
I think Jewish people are cool as shit. Every Jewish person I've ever met has been a nice person who I got along with. Now,
Yeah, it's because
talking
they've been
about
oppressed. So they
other
know
people that are start with a Z, those are not my people.
Z.
Starts with a Z,
Ends
rhymes
with
with
an ionist.
bionist. Bionist.
Oh,
Rhymes with bionist.
I see.
All right, I'm gonna drop you back down. Have a good day. Just Jay, how are you this morning?
Good, thank you. You?
I'm fine, thanks. What would you like to add to the conversation?
That I'm Jewish, and I know a lot of other. Well, actually, I don't know that many other Jewish people that feel the same way, but a lot of people that I'm aware of are sickened by the actions of Israel and don't agree with Netanyahu. And I know there's a few. I mean, the few Jewish people I know don't agree at all with the actions of Israel.
I know more than a few.
Yeah, I know. I work with Jewish Voices for Peace, quite often.
It's just like the U.S. government. It's like the U.S. government. I don't agree that we went into Iran. I don't agree that we went into Iraq. I don't agree with a lot of our military actions. Doesn't mean I don't support the U.S. Or I'm rooting for it.
I know a lot of people who are like, yes, we can totally save the empire. I don't know if we should. Honestly, we really should be working to build something better.
I
And I'm
think
hoping that there
I
are
think
people in there who
that
can.
if you're talking about the U.S. empire, the platform in which it was based on is very unique, and it's very it's worth saving. But to save anything, you have to understand the problem, and and then proceed from there. You don't like, what are you going to throw away? The right to free speech? I mean, that's a good thing. You don't want to throw that away. The right to
I
bear
mean,
arms.
we can keep the things that are good and rebuild it from the ground up in
But
a
even the
better
things that are
fashion.
good need improving.
Agreed,
Like
100%.
how about get rid of Citizens United and make sure that every politician gets $500,000 budget, and that's unfettered access to social media to put their point across, and leave it at that. How about that? That's a good start.
Honestly, my big solution, if we do continue to have representatives and elected officials the way that we do, you set their pay at the minimum wage of their constituents.
Well, that's
I
a
agree with that.
simplistic problem. That's a simplistic solution to a complex problem.
It's a first step. It's a first
But
step.
but
And then we work on everything else. They have a year. They get a performance review at the end of the year. If they are below a passing grade, fired out next.
well, I think the problem is that this is supposed to be a representative, a constitutional republic in which we have a democratic process, and that process is being totally undermined, but because you have a corporation or a foreign interest or a lobby that could pay a politician to completely go against the will of their own constituents. So the vote is totally irrelevant, and it doesn't matter because it's being bought out, and that's the problem.
You know, I heard someone, and it might have been on your panel, Amanda, a while
Mm,
back. Someone said, um, if you run for president or a higher public office,
mm.
after you're done with your term, you get put out onto an island and you're done. You don't get to be in the public anymore. Like, you just don't get access to the society that you helped pass. Because if it's for money, we're gonna know real quick. If it's for actually improving the world, we're gonna know real quick if you're actually able to do it.
But
I
you
don't know. I
know,
think I think that
a
sort
lot
of
of
stuff is worthwhile.
a lot of politicians end up getting board jobs at corporations, so that has to be banned. But the bribery thing is the biggest problem. But on that note, I got to get ready for work. So have a nice day.
Thanks, you too. Sorry, I'm following up on this conference that I'm going to.
W conference. Is it for work or is it for politics?
Social media.
Which is also work.
Yeah.
Sick.
Let's see when. Follow up on the.
What's it like to have the hard work pay off?
It's a lot of work. It's more work.
You're like, cool, I did a good job, and now I shot myself in the foot because now I have more work to do a good job on.
So I was invited to the Florida Democratic Party's leadership summit.
Oh, shit.
So I'm going to that in 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to the
I'm
gala
so proud
or
of you.
not, but I might go to the
I am
gala.
proud
I'd have to. I think I'd have
Go
to
to the
pay for
gala.
my ticket. Oh, yeah, but I have to pay. I might have
Oh.
to pay for my ticket, and it's $300.
Ugh.
But Maxwell is gonna be there. I was texting with Maxwell last night. He said he's going to the gala. Pete Buttigieg is going to the gala. There's a whole bunch of people that I would like to meet and have conversations with. So I might do it. I already have plenty of black tie stuff because your girl goes to events. And I
Hey,
really want to wear
Amanda
my new
fans.
shoes.
Hey, Amanda fans, if you like Amanda and would like to see footage from the event in which she will be dressed to the nines,
I gotta wear my new shoes.
top to top, look at the Louboutins. Look at that red sole. Shut
I
up.
know, look,
Get
I
out
was
of here.
fucking- I was smart and I got the little things to protect the
Oh,
bottom.
you got the protectors. Well
I did.
done.
So I want to wear
Y'all,
my new
I would love to see Amanda hit the carpet. I would love to see Amanda dolled to the nines. Send in those super chats. Send in the donos. Don't piss me off. And keep tapping the screen, everybody.
That's right.
242 of you, and we're only at 36,000? Unacceptable.
Samuzumaki? The fuck is Maxwell? Maxwell Frost, he's a congressman. He's a friend of mine. Maxwell's good people.
Amanda, I'm on first name basis with Maxwell Frost and a bunch of other politicians informed.
Maxwell's so sweet. He's such a nice guy. Like, I genuinely appreciate hanging out with him because he's just so kind. Like, we went to Universal and we had such a great time. It was after his Mad Soul Festival, which was phenomenal as well. I got to attend that event as media, which was fun. Maybe next
That's
time.
awesome.
Maybe next time, Maxwell, you'll have me on a panel.
Ooh,
Maxwell.
Maxwell, where you at? Max?
Nah, Maxwell is super cool. I like him. And he actually
I know, I
fights
just
for the
wanted to
people of
say his name
Florida,
that way.
which is I know. He actually fights for the people of Florida, for all people. He's genuinely a good person. Let's see what is your username? Landon. Landon, what would you like to add to the conversation this morning?
I was just wondering, are you like critiquing the idea of supporting current Republicans or supporting the idea of like the Republican Party?
The Republican
Yes.
Party. Why do you still support the Republican Party?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
sure.
if there's a specific Republican you want to talk about, sure, I guess.
Oh no. I think most of them right now are kind of just kissing booty to a particular person. But I'm more of a progressive Republican. I don't know if you've heard of it. I mean, you probably have. It's early 20th century ideology that was like more catered towards civil reform and labor protections, anti-corruption, stuff like that. But we still seek like the core ideas of what the Republican Party seeks for outside of conservatism. So like this is a real thing if you don't believe me.
What would those values and those conservative or those Republican ideals be? Because you sound
That are
like a
not conservative.
progressive.
No. You can
Yeah,
be
that are not
you don't
conservative.
have to
Because
be
you sound
conservative.
you sound hella progressive. He's like, I want a state in which we provide for one another. I want universal health care. I want subsidized housing.
That's
I
not
want
what
a
that means.
UBI. I want to make sure everyone's taken care of. But I'm a Republican.
No. A progressive Republican is just the idea that we don't follow conservatism. Republican, like the idea of being a Republican is not necessarily being conservative. Like the Republican Party's core beliefs can still cross over. For instance, a free market economy that can still cross over into being progressive. Same with being like individual liberties. Everybody should support that, no? But Republicans tend to force more on like court rulings towards individuals rather than like states. And then same with like strong national defense. You can still be progressive and have this ideology. So like I like am big on environmental protection. You can still be Republican and support this, right? You just give it to
Brother,
the
I
state
hate to
level.
break it to you.
Wait,
No.
can you show
I
me
hate to
where?
break it to you.
Wait, hold on,
But
hold
that
on. I'm not
pendulum done
done.
swing all the way left.
No, it doesn't. Hold on. Environmental protection. Where in the Republican Party does it state, or where in the Democratic Party does it state in their core ideology or beliefs that you are this because you believe this thing?
I want to know what it is about the Republicans. Like, what is it about the Republican Party that you
We
align with so
we
tightly?
still seeking with free market, individual liberties, strong national defense.
Brother,
Some
that's
like
the
some so hold on
Democratic
some so wait
Party's
hold on
That's
base.
oh
literally.
my gosh, some selective government intervention. I'm more so like anti-government when it comes to
Yeah.
the free
Again, this
market.
is not
Hold
Republican in any
on,
way, shape,
bro.
or
You didn't
form.
even know what I just said. You just talked over me.
I didn't talk over you.
You did.
Well, maybe you have a delay.
No, I hate to break it to you. While you may be like, are you like saying that you're like foundational Republican, like back in the antebellum South Republican? Like, is that what you're saying, or like, because America, I am Confucian.
Okay,
How is
so
this
all
one
right.
Republican and this one Democrat?
So all
The
right.
same
So
picture.
small government intervention, federal government intervention, right? So when it comes to the free market, that is not a Democratic talking point. That is Republican 100%.
So, what would be the converse of that from the Democrats?
Oh, I have a
You
Nazi
guys
in
are
my
big,
chat. Shut up,
I
Nazi.
guess.
Oh,
Forever.
No, so
find a wall and paint it.
dude, I'm surprised y'all haven't heard of Progressive Republican. This was actually a party. You do know that, right?
When?
Like back in the day, this used to be a party.
When is back in the day?
Like late 70s.
Oh, hold on. I have to
So
address
before
something
Reagan.
real quick. Texas
Yes,
gal
ma'am.
farm life. Shira law is not a thing, sweetheart. It's Sharia. So if you're going
So
to talk about something, clearly you have no idea what you're talking about. But at least start with getting the name right.
also, Sharia just means law.
Right.
Congratulations on
Just
your complaints about law.
law. Brian, you don't have to mute them. I only mute people on YouTube if they're using slurs. So you don't
Okay.
have to mute them.
So
So yeah,
the
so like do you understand like how maybe like Democrats may support a larger government when it comes to like government spending, when it comes to certain like subsidized programs? You understand
yeah, but
that? Like
all
how
of
that's
those
more federal
subsidized
government
programs are
intervention?
to help the people
Wait, I'm not
of your
critiquing that it's a bad thing.
constituencies.
Hold on. I'm not critiquing that it's a bad thing. I just think there are alternative ways that may support people better.
How?
So not having it through the federal government is one. Doing it
What
through
would be the
so hold
other
on,
way?
doing it yeah, I was going to say that. So doing it through like state governments, right? Giving more power to the states to do this action.
So okay, see, here's my thing.
And that's like a hasty
feel like,
generalization for me.
well,
So
hang on. So one of the things that gets me every time we talk about states' rights and all that jazz, we're not the United States in that case. We're not united. If Amanda and I have two different sets of rights, we're not united.
Our
as a
populations
country.
aren't. Wait, well, the reason we're called the United States is because we all support each other in the common goal of bringing
But we
better
don't.
betterment. Hold on, within bringing betterment for like the people. That's like the core ideology of what the USA was built on. But we are still separate
No.
governing bodies that support the larger government. So like when we understand that when you separate like fiscal and political, right? You get into this idea of why the USA is actually pretty successful because we have multiple economies that are super strong in other states. It's kind of like a diversified portfolio.
Yeah, and while we diversify the portfolio, we have states that are taking away people's access to basic health care, and other states
I don't
that
support
are.
AB, bro. Like I told you, I'm not a conservative, but I still support Republican like fiscal policy. So this therefore
Then
makes
What
me a
fiscal
conservative.
Republican policies?
They're
They're
Oh my gosh, free market, free market. Do we know what this is?
Republicans
Okay,
are the ones
okay.
who have
Democrats are
constantly
not against the free market. I don't know if
Bro.
you've lived in
Yeah,
this
Actually, you
country
guys
at
for
put
more
more
all.
than 2
restrictions to the free
hours.
you guys put more restrictions to the free market,
Okay, so do you want to know what some of those
including
restrictions on
like
the free market
taxes on
is?
like have
Hang
you
on,
seen
Landon.
span? Oh my gosh.
Landon,
Yes.
when we
Thank you,
talk
friend.
about regulations and restrictions on the quote unquote free market, it's restrictions on how many fucking companies one parent company can buy up and monopolize. It's restrictions on where they can dump their crude and their byproduct. It's restrictions on what they can do, like, I don't know, the deregulated freaking AI centers and data centers that they're building everywhere and sucking up all the water and causing massive noise pollution and air pollution everywhere. That's what quote unquote free market capitalism gets you, versus things that are actually meant to sustain businesses. This free market capitalism that you're talking about, that is a big fish in a little pond type of shit. Because mom and pop stores die in the free market capitalism.
No, they don't.
That's what it happens. Yes,
When there's
they
when there's when
literally
there's
do.
business tax, wait, hold on. You do know in those bills that have like usually big corporate tax breaks, there's also tax breaks for smaller businesses who qualify.
You're fine, Brian.
And who pays the tax? Who pays for the break?
Who pays for the tax breaks?
Yeah.
Typically other alternative taxation policies. Like it gets
On
distributed
whomst?
differently. It gets
On
the
whomst?
people, and that's not a huge deal.
Yeah, and the people. Why should we continue to subsidize
Oh
corporations?
my gosh. Well, hold on. If there were lower government spending, we wouldn't have to increase the taxes, right? So that's another Republican point.
That's
It's lowering
incorrect. The only thing the
Yeah,
government
it
is here
is.
for is to take care of its
Whoa,
constituency.
wait.
That's it.
Not necessarily, not
You said
necessarily.
lower
Hold on.
government spending is a Republican policy. My guy, have you
Yeah.
looked? Have you looked at the national debt when Republicans get out of office? What the fuck are you?
Oh my gosh, it increases more. Yes, we know this. We've seen this like
So
1,000
what are you
times.
talking about?
So hold on. So wait. So you
So
do
what are you
understand like
talking
how?
about?
Do you understand how like economic policy takes 2 years at least to get into full effect?
Yes, I understand that theirs is like.
Okay,
but,
so then you would
we can
understand that like the
we can also
layover into
correlate it.
Democratic
We can
years when
also
calculating for
correlate
that
it directly
statistic
to
would also
Republican policies. For example,
Oh
if
my
we want to
days.
look at the current administration spending billions of dollars on ICE,
I
which
don't
is
agree with. He
just
doesn't
for
even support the
himself.
United States. He doesn't even. Yeah, he
Just
doesn't
like
even support
all
the
the
United
people who
States.
voted for him who are Republicans.
Oh my gosh, that doesn't make him a Republican though. You realize there's lying, right? Like he lied to
You
everybody.
can't wait. You can't just pick and choose who is and is not a Republican in your own
Wait,
mind.
yes you can. Wait, yes you
Landon,
can. If he,
Landon,
your
who'd you
mind?
vote for in
No.
2024?
who did I vote
Who'd you vote for in 2024? Yep.
Mitt Romney. Nah, I'm trolling. Nikki Haley. But this was
Nikki
This was
fucking
pre.
Haley.
Hold on. Nikki fucking
fucking-
Haley.
You.
Who'd
She
you
would have been a
vote
great
for
woman
in the
president.
general,
How
man?
How did you vote for Nikki?
She would have been a
Haley?
great
She wasn't
female
even on the fucking
president.
ballot. She wasn't even on the
Huh?
ballot.
Or it's called a write-in.
No.
So if your state's like really
You
good
wrote
to
her in.
people, you
Oh,
can write her
okay.
in. Yep.
You wrote her in.
I'm not gonna give a vote to Trump or Harris. Sorry.
Like, I fear you don't actually know how, like, you don't have any.
She wasn't on the ballot. These people don't. Their state doesn't
Hang on a
support their
second
free
here,
ability to
pal.
vote.
Hang on a second. Ignore the chat for a second. You're completely ignoring the Overton window shift. You're completely ignoring the shift that started around Nixon and pushed deeper and deeper since Nixon into every other fucking Republican president that we've had. Like,
Wait, are you
we-
talking about like the recent polarization of party lines and like views?
what do you mean recent, brother? This has been happening since before any of us were alive.
Dog, recent as in like the scheme of like how long presidents have been around. Recent is like a very subjective term. Like I'm saying recent
You
within
can't
like
say
the past.
recent when presidents have
Yes,
been
within
around
like the
since
past like
250
60
years ago.
Oh my gosh, within like the past 60 years. This has been going on. Since what? Actually, this has also been happening like Supreme Court wise or like legislation wise since Nixon. So it's still like the issue is the polarization of party views, and you're acting as if like the Republican or the progressive Republican, it was never a core belief. It is. It's a real thing. If you have never heard of it, you just didn't like research politics.
Who ran as a progressive Republican? Can you name one candidate that's run as a progressive Republican?
Oh, let me go pull it up. Actually, Theodore Roosevelt was one of them, but that was pre. That was pre.
Ask Trump how his conversation with Teddy Roosevelt went.
No, Theodore, not Teddy, Big Theo, and I don't think Trump would have been around for that. So
he didn't. He missed the joke.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, well, I guess it was an air ball. So you want to like retry that?
It wasn't.
Make it more of a layup for me. Can you make it more of a layup for me? Because
Donald Trump had a conversation with essentially an AI Roosevelt, and he was bragging about his conversation with Roosevelt. He's like, yeah,
I don't keep tabs. I don't keep tabs with Trump anymore, bro. I'm kind of tired of the guy. I don't think he's good for anybody. So no.
So Landon, real quick, what is Teddy short for?
Theodore. Oh my days.
There you go. Just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to make sure we're on the same page here. Now go fetch me the progressive Republican.
I told you Theodore Roosevelt. That he was one of them.
Why don't you give me one since in the last 60 years?
One in the last 6 years?
60 years.
60
Let's say
years?
since Nixon on. Also, should we introduce B up here?
Are you a friendly bee? B.
Never mind.
We have other people in the guest requests. I don't. Pick one or two. Just pick the number one or pick the number two. Two?
Number two. Yeah. Oh, I picked a Cali kid.
Hello,
all
Callie.
right.
Good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Do you support the
Good.
Republicans?
No.
Okay, have a great day.
W. I picked the wrong one. But also the right one.
Spence, good morning.
Am I on here?
He was leaving us in suspense.
You were on here. Now you're not. You can try again, though. I'm shedding.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Oh, look at Josh. Guys, everybody, hold on, pause. Everybody go over to my YouTube and look in the comment section. There's this guy, Josh Gees, or G's, however you want to say it. They think that I'm stupid. I want you to go look at Megamind. Go look at the shape of this man's head. He has no fucking room to talk about anything. Like, with a head shaped like that, my guy, the fact that you have the audacity to still have stupid shit come out of your mouth is wild to me. Y'all go look at the shape of this man's head. It's like
shaped like a light bulb?
It's like a cube. Like, literally his forehead is like pointed but rounded at the same time. It's the weirdest shaped head I've ever seen in my whole life. Y'all go look at Josh's profile picture over on YouTube right now. Please go look.
Bro, why are you shaped like a Minecraft character?
Right, he is shaped like a Minecraft character. Thank you.
Calvin Coolidge. There you go.
Calvin Coolidge.
Geeky, you know Calvin Coolidge?
I do know Calvin Coolidge. When did Calvin Coolidge run?
1923, 1929.
Is 1923 to 1929 in the last 60
I thought
years?
Wait, dead ass, I thought you said pre. My bad. I thought you said pre-Nixon, not post. Whoops.
Oh my god.
My bad. Tracking error on my end. Chill.
Guys, I don't have a big nose. I don't know why you're obsessed with it, but I literally do not have a big nose. It's a
I
normal
think it's
Well
size
just
shaped
wide
nose.
at the
nose.
base where the nasals,
I
where the
know you guys
nostrils
are
are.
in
It's
I know
really
you guys
not.
are like really used to people photoshopping their faces. But it's a normal size nose. It's normal.
It is literally one of the like it's proportional, it's well shaped, it's straight down the middle, like it's a well built nose. What are you guys bitching about?
I don't you think you're going to hurt my feelings? Nope, cuz I guarantee probably about 10% of y'all are going to go over to my schmonly schmans at overpriced nip slips and be begging me in my DMs to see my schnitties. And I have to say schnitties because TikTok gets very upset. Begging me. Because that's what
Are
y'all
you still
do.
doing the vote blue the ballot offer?
Yeah, sure, why not? If you guys vote down ballot blue and you were a Republican, I'll send you a picture of my boobs. Boobs for ballots.
What?
But it has to be through the OF, and you have to be subscribed, I believe.
No, it doesn't have to be. No, I have my OF is not a paid subscription. It's free
Oh, I didn't know.
because I only do pay-per-view.
Oh, it's yeah, that's right. Overpriced
Listen,
nip slips.
I can't say tatties. TikTok gets
Tatas.
very mad, monster. So I said schnitties. Because what the fuck else? We just put in front of everything, like schmurder. You know, that's for some reason TikTok hasn't figured that out yet. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
The
Geeky. I don't think I'm gonna be
Tatas
able
for
to.
now.
I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to find like a valid progressive Republican post
we
Nixon
can say
simply just because
Yitties.
the Nixon like post Nixon era or like even like post the 50s was when the progressive Republican Party began to like fall off. I think the only person who still supported them like within the era of like civil rights was MLK. He had a whole speech about him.
So really what it sounds like is you have this idealistic idea of what a Republican Party could be if they are progressive. But brother, I gotta break it to you, pal. All of these things that you're talking about, those are leftist ideals. You can still have free market capitalism within a socialist society. Now, I don't agree with free market capitalism because I think the entire system of capitalism needs to fall. But I'm a communist. So of course I'm not going to agree with you on that. But, you know, everything that you described, that's a progressive value.
Wait, yes, hold on, wait. Do you know like the Democratic like core ideologies?
Yeah, I don't agree with
What
them
are they?
either.
No, I'm asking, what are they?
Right now, civil liberties, advancing really it's all about advancing civil liberties. The whole thing about the Democrats versus the Republicans, as far as what they should be on paper, is the Democrats are for the people, the Republicans are for themselves.
I think it's more for individuals versus the people as a whole. That's the difference.
Sorry, Papa Bear,
So, like-
I don't show that ever.
So like Republicans would support
I
more
know
so
exactly
like
what he asked for.
ideas that are catered towards like the group rather than like supporting individuals, because it's easier to like probably support a group in terms of like a policy, whereas individuals would have to qualify for a policy or make sure that they fit into the policy.
Tolka,
I
stop
think that's the
spamming the
difference.
chat or you're gonna get muted.
The thing is, when we look at it, okay, so when we look at the sum of its parts versus the parts themselves, we have to take care of the individuals in order to make sure that the society survives. If we're not taking care of the individuals, then the society falls apart. If you're basing your entire system of government on an oppressive system of capitalism, we can never exist within that. It's meant for us to fail. It's designed for us to fail.
I'd rather not go into like the communism v capitalism thing right now. I mean, like if that's cool with the hosts going down there, that's fine. But like, I don't know if that's really relevant at the moment.
Well, it is because
I
your
think
whole
it's
big
extremely
thing.
relevant.
Okay, then yeah, sure. Can you tell me how like communism doesn't exploit people?
Sure, it's because everyone works for the betterment of the collective.
All right, cool. So if someone were to take something from me, right, in whatever way,
Then
someone
they
were to
would be
take.
punished by the collective.
Okay, but hold on. So then let's go into this. Now, if I were to choose simply not to work, am I not exploiting you?
It really depends. What is the choice of you not working? Like, why is it that you're choosing not to work? Is
But
there
also,
something
what do you
else that you would
define
be
as
No, I
prepared
just
to
I
do?
just don't
right?
like.
What do you define as work, and what are you doing with your time? Are you
So
contributing
work would be
to
like
the community in
contributing to
some
the
way?
society in the sense that there is some form of betterment, yet you're contributing to the society.
I mean, if you make fucking balloon animals, you're contributing to the betterment of society.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you're
are.
entertaining children.
Absolutely.
What's to say that? Okay, so if I go bowling every day by myself with nobody else, am I contributing to the society?
Like, I fear that you are
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
misplacing.
Like, I
No,
could.
no, hang on, Landon, hang on. Because you have this whole thing where you were like, it's not relevant to talk about free market capitalism, when it's entirely relevant to talk about
No,
free
I was
market
just making sure
capitalism.
the host was
Hang
cool
on a
with it.
second, pal. I really need you to not
You're riding the
jump
wrong
in.
point.
I need you to not jump in.
Hold on. I need to do something. Brian, stop muting people or I'm taking your mod away. Only if they are using slurs. If they are not using slurs, do not mute them. If you mute somebody else, I'm going to take your mod away. I've already had this conversation with you once today. Please don't do that and respect my rules. No, I
Amanda lays down the law.
care. Yeah, I don't care if you're friendly or you're not. Like, there's rules and you're going to respect me. And if you're not going to respect me, then we're not going to do this.
There's a reason why Amanda's platform has been as successful as it is. And it's because she runs it like a well-oiled machine. So when we talk about the collective, there are so many different things that can be done for the betterment of the collective. If you are making art, that's for the betterment of the collective. If you're farming, that's for the betterment of the collective. This idea, you are still stuck in this capitalist mindset where you have to produce something in order to be for the betterment of the collective. Shit, if you're simply driving around making sure that, the roads and the potholes are marked to make sure that, shit gets taken care of and everything stays together, or if you're making sure that your neighbors are well taken care of, or that your elderly neighbor has groceries delivered to her, or whatever it may be, that's for the betterment of the collective. You have this idea that you need to work in order to be worth something, and I need you to break away from that because that's the oppression taking its hold on you.
No. What I'm saying is that, like, first off, all of those things you lifted are like providing something, and so like providing a service, yeah, that's a thing. Like, I don't think you need to provide like a physical, tangible thing for it to be considered like producing for the betterment of society. But what I'm saying is, if I were to choose, like hypothetically, if I were to choose to just go bowling every day, go to the gym, and then come home, eat, at what point am I producing for the betterment of society?
Well, that means that you're not in the society itself. You're not doing anything for the society. If you're not willing to help contribute to the society, you don't get the benefits of the society.
And who's to decide that?
Juan, Johnny is
The
gay.
society. What happened, Amanda?
Juan just said Johnny Palmadessa and Amanda need to marry and have a baby to be future president. I mean, technically Johnny and I could have a baby together, but we're not going to make it the traditional way. We're not on the same teams. Well, I guess
That's
maybe
going
we
to be
are on the same team. We're on the same team?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you play for all the teams. You play for all the teams. He plays for one team. But the teams can you can be the ringer for the team.
It's the same team name, different sport.
All right,
same team name, different
what
sport,
causes
like the Cubs
LGBT?
and the Bears.
Huh?
What was that, Mama D?
What causes LGBT?
Life.
Nothing causes it. It's just who
attraction. Women, in my case, women.
You're
women
not afraid
cause me to be
of the sin?
No, because I think your Sky Daddy is a sadistic.
All right, Gigi, let me have this
Bro.
conversation. What is a sin?
Going against God.
Where does God say that you can't be gay?
And Romans in the Bible. Yeah.
Where?
It's actually moot. Can I like touch on this real quick?
Yeah, you can touch
Yeah,
on it.
it's actually moot, Mama D. So like if you look at the Koine Greek that it says it's arsenokoitai, which is like this meaning for it had two meanings. So it never meant PDFs up until I believe Saint James. It's either one of the saints declared it to mean PDF. But before that, or sorry, pre that, it was PDF. Post that, it was meant to be some sort of like man shall not lie with man, right? But it actually means in the Koine Greek, it uses the term like man as in, and not the word man. We translated it to the English word man, but it means this like essence of male and not necessarily whether it's boy or girl. And typically, or sorry, boy or man, but typically prior to like St. James, I think it was used as a phrase for PDFs.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of that.
I mean, that's like if you get really into the word, and that's like etymological stuff. But if you really want to like look into it, there's a couple of articles you can look at. But it's still a moot debated point. So I can't say it's definitively one way, but in Romans, it's like arguable for both sides.
Okay. I could see that. Then
Hey, Mama D, I got a quick question for you. What is the very first commandment?
Thou shalt not steal.
No.
That is not the very first commandment.
Oh no, false idols.
No.
No.
Not that.
Thou shalt not worship another god above me, for I am a jealous God.
Yeah.
Does that not mean that God is not the one true God, but there are several gods?
Yeah, there are. I believe there are.
So why choose this one?
Just because it's the one I was raised with, so it's the one I know the best.
So you were indoctrinated.
That's a W admission, though.
W admission, yeah, but like you were indoctrinated, Mama D. I encourage you to go out and actually learn more about the different international gods, because I really think that you would find that far more appealing than the sadistic one you worship now.
Well, the thing is, I am like LGBT. I don't know like where it comes from. People tell me it's because I was touched or like or something.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Nope. We're not going to traumatize people by talking about your personal trauma. Like we're not doing that. Nope. Sorry that happened to you, but we're not doing that.
Okay.
For my own mental health. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. We can talk about something else.
Do you support the Republicans?
I support Trump.
Why?
I'm a Republican, no. I've been historically a Democrat. Just because I think that
support Trump?
I think the influx of immigration has gotten kind of out of control.
According
I don't
to
know.
what metric?
For me, it could be personal and anecdotal, but it's really hard to find a job nowadays, and everything's going up. And I can only assume that's because of demand.
That has to do with Trump and the economy. That doesn't have to do with immigrants. What industry do you work in?
I work in healthcare.
Yeah, they're not taking your jobs, buddy.
It's just I don't know. My question is, how can we coexist with like people who may be like very devout Islamic?
Huh?
The majority of people who come into this country as immigrants are Christian in some denomination.
But like
what are you
at some point there's a line of multiculturalism and where those ideologies clash of what you even believe of civil liberties. You know what I mean?
Amanda, may I ask him a real quick question?
Go for it.
Hey, Mama D.
Yeah.
If you're friendly, get out of the request because I'm just going to kick you.
In the Quran.
In the Quran, what does it say about Jesus?
I actually don't know.
So it actually says that Jesus is a holy man, a prophet, sent down by God, and Muslims actually do have a worship for Jesus Christ. They do believe that he is sent by God as a prophet.
Okay.
So you would actually be surprised as to how closely related Islam is to Christianity, considering that Islam, they're both Abrahamic religions. Exactly.
They both are Abrahamic, yeah.
And
that makes
the
sense.
Quran is written a lot based off of the Gospels from the Bible.
But do you guys agree that we do need to have some sort of vetting process to get into the country? Like, don't you want to know
Yeah,
who?
that's the
They
immigration process.
do.
What do you mean?
That's the immigration
What
process,
about
brother.
they were talking about the open borders?
So rather than kick,
Oh my God.
so you would rather than improve our immigration process, just kick people out. People who've been living here for decades, who have children, who go to school here, who have friends here, who
I
contribute
would
to
say go
society.
for
You'd
I
rather
would say
just
go
kick them
for
out.
violence. Go for criminals first.
That's not what they're doing, and you're supporting that. They
Well, I
have
don't support that.
children in yeah, you do if you support Donald Trump.
Good. Well, I didn't know that's what he was trying to do. I thought he was just going after criminals.
Trying to do. That's what he's been doing.
Well, no, the thing
So a
was he was
5-year-old
going
is
after
a criminal?
criminals. Like, well, if they're
What
in this
crime could a
country
5-year-old
illegally,
have?
isn't that a crime to begin with?
How did they get here?
I'm not sure. Maybe a plane.
Mama D, I don't know that you're equipped for this.
No.
Okay, I'll just watch.
Okay.
I tried to say that in the nicest way possible.
I noticed.
I could see it on your face, Amanda. I just had to. I had to. Yeah.
Good morning.
Destroyer, what do you want to add to the conversation?
Well, I've been listening for, I don't know, probably like 20 minutes now, and a little while back you guys were asking, can you point out any liberal Republicans in the past 60 years? That's kind of hard to do because a lot has happened in the past 100 or so, right? Teddy Roosevelt.
All right, do you support the Republicans?
Yes, fundamentally, but not this current administration.
So why do you support the Republicans?
Because fundamentally, Republicans want lower taxes. They want lower, less regulations for business, which all in all is a good thing because if you tax the shit out of American citizens, it's not going to end up well. You're going to have a welfare
we shouldn't be.
state.
We should be taxing the rich.
Well, yeah, I'm all for that. I don't think that should be a bipartisan issue, right?
Well, that's not the Republican way.
This doesn't mean you're not a Republican, though. Just because you have like diversified like viewpoints doesn't mean you're not one or the other.
Okay, let me explain something to you. I don't know why you think that you can hold the space for me. I got this, number one. Number two, when we have these conversations, I like to dissect the way people think and why they think the way they do. I don't need you to moderate the conversation. I know what I'm
asking
doing.
you a question.
I've been doing this for a long time.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm having a conversation with someone else right now, and for you to interject and interrupt this conversation is rude.
That's exactly why everyone hates politics, because that's all you get when you look at politicians on TV having a debate.
But we should respect what you're saying and allow you the chance to speak. And he's not doing that. And I'm trying to allow you the chance to speak.
I appreciate that.
Let me turn that off so it doesn't keep going in our ears. So please continue.
Well, all right. So I'll try and keep this as to the point as possible. Teddy Roosevelt came around, and during his presidency, factory farms were killing people. They were putting hooves and, butts in cans, and people were getting diseases and dying from them. Teddy Roosevelt had a spy basically go into these factory warehouses. He saw what was going on, and then he had all the heads of all the biggest manufacturers come to the White House for a dinner. And he had a steak dinner, and when he was speaking with all the people he had invited, he said, all the meat you're eating came from your factories. And from that day on, antitrust laws were established, which is basically preventing corporate greed in essence, right? Which is a good thing. We can't deny that. Somewhere along the line, we lost the plot to the point now where you have government is in control of America, big business is in control of America, and to a lesser extent, you've got Silicon Valley, you've got the war hawks, all the military-industrial complex, and it's this huge battle. And I agree with a lot of what Republicans believe in essence. I don't believe in what they're doing in practice, but I think, and this may be me losing the plot for this debate specifically, but I think there's more to it. I think you have a lot of powers that be vying for control, paying off politicians, lobbyists basically doing their work for them so that the president is controlled the second he gets into the White House. That may be a bit tinfoil hatty of me, but that's what I believe at the bottom.
So that doesn't make sense to me as to why you would still support the Republicans then, because the Republicans are doing all of those things. They're the ones who like champion those things. Like, wouldn't you think it would make more sense to not vote Republican and be like, nah, exactly like you said, you guys have lost the plot. Like, I can't support this anymore.
Because at that point, it's like arguing shades of gray. It's like, which one is doing the worst thing? And I'm not, so last administration, once illegal immigrants came in, and I'm all for immigration. I'm not a closed border policy person.
Well, real quick request. Illegal is a adverb. It's a description of an action. Go for it. It's a description of an action. It's not a description of a person. It's not an adjective.
For sure.
Illegal is an adverb. So they're undocumented migrants or unauthorized migrants if you want to be even more technical.
Fair enough.
It is dehumanizing to call them illegal. So let's work on calling them what they actually are. Unauthorized.
I don't talk about them often enough, so thank you for correcting me.
I know, but language still matters. Rhetoric matters.
Of course. So basically, so when all these people were coming into the country, unvetted, undocumented, and then we saw all this crime heat up. I'm not sure if that's propaganda, if it was always that way amongst undocumented migrants. And, you know, Fox News just started peddling this on the news so that people could get scared of all the people coming into our country. I'm not sure. But I think to weigh that with what we have going on now, I would rather, and again, am I a piece of shit for saying something like this, for having to choose between two evils? I would rather see violence in another country than violence in my own.
That is fucking wild. So I'm gonna correct you on some things right here. What is the ratio of crime committed by undocumented migrants versus citizens?
I've never read statistics on them.
The crime rate of undocumented migrants, specifically undocumented migrants, in comparison, they make up less. I want to say, I'm going to be gentle because I'm still in bed and I'm not about to get up and get to my computer. But the high estimate is that we can say 10% of the crime. I believe undocumented migrants commit less than 1% of crime in this country.
But is that per capita? Like if you reference that to, you know, the overall population of American citizens versus undocumented?
I mean, I'm just talking about the crime rates in general. If that is the crime that is committed by undocumented people, 1% of crime is committed by undocumented people, and then 99% of crime is committed by documented people and citizens, that to me feels like a pretty good indicator that undocumented people are not committing the crimes here.
That's why it's important to argue statistics like this when you're talking per capita on that basis, because you could have 1% of 100,000 people committing a crime, but if you have 99%,
1% of the crime. So like,
okay,
let's
so 1%
say
of all
of crime altogether, in totality, the crime altogether, if you break it down by who it is committing it, less than 1% is committed by roughly, let's say, 12 million people out of 350 million people. It's a minuscule number.
The statistics are a side-by-side comparison.
Okay.
It's a 1-to-1. It's zeroed out. Thank you, Jess.
I get my news from a lot of different avenues, but I will say that when the last administration was in office, there was a lot of talk about migrant violence. I'm not saying whether that's right or wrong, or
that would be the right stoking flames.
Right. All I'm saying is that it was everywhere. It was in everyone's faces. Everyone was talking about it. You couldn't get away from it. You know what I mean?
Can you give us an example of what you heard?
I can't recall her name, but I believe it was in Minnesota. She was a college-age student walking home.
Lake and Riley.
Lake and Riley.
Oh
yeah.
wow, thank you guys. Thank you, Jess, for the gifts. You are so lovely. Absolutely love you. So Lake and Riley is the woman that you're talking about, and very specifically, her family has asked that we no longer use her name as political tokens. But that is one crime, and while there have been others, sure, they are dwarfed in comparison to the violence and the crimes committed by American citizens. And we never talk about the names of the American citizens who were unalived by other American citizens. But let's say one or two people lost their lives, and yes, that's unbelievably tragic and it shouldn't happen at all. I would prefer that it didn't happen. But they use it and they tokenize it over and over and over again to the point where the families have to beg for us to stop in order for their families to finally get peace. When they are propagandized, we all lose.
Agreed.
You
Look
keep
at what's
bringing up per
happening.
capita. Per capita, who is committing the most crimes in this country?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I would imagine it would be American citizens because that's predominantly the most people here.
What demographic specifically?
I don't have that information in front of me. I don't know.
Men. Men overwhelmingly commit more crimes than any other demographic.
That's very believable.
Specifically, white cis het men.
So, what I was gonna say, and I'm not dodging the points that you guys are making. I'll come back to them. But when I see the news, I have an aunt who's living in Ireland currently, and she had to go over to Denmark because of the riots that were happening there. I see a lot of what's happening in Europe right now, especially in the UK, Ireland, places that have predominantly been one demographic for the most part for quite some time, if not
I'm
historically.
going to break it to you, Bao. I'm going to break it to you as a person of color. Europe is unbelievably racist. Remarkably
and
racist.
it's not to say it's not
You can't-
unbelievably diverse
You can't
as well.
go out and destabilize the world and then be upset when the world comes to your door because you destabilize them.
But what happens when you have, what is it, the migrant rape gang?
Nope, that's not a thing. Propaganda.
The investigation was done. It was stifled by Keir Starmer before he had to resign from his position.
Interesting that it was stifled by Keir Starmer, even though Keir Starmer was a right-winger and would have benefited
he's like the
from
British
that
version of a
propaganda.
rhino. He's as much Labour Party as Donald Trump is a Republican. They're bought and
Clearly,
paid
you're
for.
missing what I'm saying. Anyone who is a British national, who is a British nationalist, would benefit from the lies about grape gangs.
Was Mehdi Hassan
And-
Labour Party as well?
I don't know Mehdi Hassan's political leanings from when he was in Great Britain. I have no idea. I don't pay attention to pundits' political paths in other countries when they're talking about our politics here.
Neither do I. I'm trying to point out that the rape gang case, and I'll stop using that word.
Can you say grape so that Amanda doesn't get flagged?
So that whole investigation, people have been trying to do that
muted,
for
babe.
years.
Amanda, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
Love.
can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. Rape is a crime. Rape harms women and children. Men are rapists. Most men participate in rape culture, and rape really needs to be fucking stopped. I don't care. Say the word rape. It is a crime,
Okay.
and it needs to be addressed.
Just wanted to make sure.
Right.
Just wanted to
As
make
long as
sure
you don't
so
care
that
about your account, I don't care. I'll take the L. But
Fair
TikTok
enough.
needs to stop censoring stuff like that. I understand that it
Agreed.
is a sensitive word and a sensitive topic, but when men are consistently and continuously violently harming women and children, we shouldn't be censored on it.
Right. Absolutely
Agreed.
not. We should
100%.
So
be in
that's
the
my
streets.
2 cents on that.
Well, thank
W.
you for that. Again, I feel like this isn't the right debate for me because I do lean Republican, but I don't support any of the parties these days. I feel like they're all corrupt. Maybe I'm just too cynical for this debate. But
So
I will just.
what it is that you really need to do is you need to start fact checking the propaganda that you see.
For
The
sure.
idea of the rape gangs, the idea of, this invasion, or this, as some people have called it, specifically a lot of Republicans have called it, a quote unquote infestation. Start looking at how that rhetoric has connected to other rhetoric that we've seen in the past. Because there has been a time where people have called immigrant infestations before. And, well, that resulted in 15 million people being killed. So, yes, Amanda?
No, I'm just unmuting.
What
Oh, okay.
was.
I just wanted to make sure.
I might just be drawing a blank, and forgive me if I am, but who were those 15 million that you're referring to?
Well, it was made up of the disabled, the queer, the Romani, the communists, the socialists, the Jewish people, the Armenians, bunch of different folk.
Are you referring to a single event or just kind of.
I'm talking
throughout history?
about the Holocaust.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought that's what you were mentioning.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that while 6 million Jewish people were killed during that time, 9 million additional people were killed by the Nazis. We never talk about the queer folk that were killed. We never talk about the Romanis that were imprisoned. We never talk about the journalists, about the communists, about the transgender people. We don't ever talk about the other groups of people that were killed by the Nazis. We only ever talk about the Jewish people, and while that is fair, and we should be talking about the one of the groups that was marginalized most and attacked most, we also need to acknowledge on a wider platform that 9 million additional people were killed.
Agreed. The moment I heard that, I was in elementary school. I don't know what. I was lucky enough to hear that there was more than just the 6 million, but that's something I never forgot. I don't mean I'm taking up your time. I appreciate you guys having me on.
No worries. Have a good day.
You too.
Thanks.
This is Finn. Finn is a friendly.
Hi, I'm a German. I just wanted to come up because there was a lot of Holocaust debate coming, and I was like, oh, maybe I can help out with that, but he left anyways.
Yes.
Yeah, a shit ton of people died during the Holocaust. I personally did not learn. I only learned about the Jewish people who died in the Holocaust at first. I had to figure out that there was an additional 9 million other people. Like, I knew the total death toll, but it wasn't told to me that it was anything other than Jewish people. It was told to me, yeah, a lot of people died. And I never learned that so many different marginalized communities were targeted until I figured it out myself.
Yep.
So do your research, guys, please, even as a German, even as a person or in a country where it is mandatory to learn about the Holocaust and the atrocities that were committed there. Please do your research. That's all I want to say. Have a great day.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Finn.
Brian, I took your mod away. I told you if you didn't stop muting people, unless they were using slurs, that you were not going to be a moderator anymore. I can see when you what you mute. Just because it disappears from the chat, I'm the owner of the channel. I can see what you mute. I asked you not to do that. You are no longer a moderator. I don't care if people talk about my appearance because I know I'm fucking hot. They're lonely and sad and afraid. So.
Respectfully, 10 out of 10. Raw. Next.
Phone line's open. You guys can call in. You guys can call out at 10. Thank you, Geeky. I appreciate you. You guys can call in. But yeah, I have rules, and I don't. I like to let them say stuff like, this person, why did you mute Julius? Who started the KKK? Who started Jim Crow? Who gave our tax money to evil people they let in this country? Democrats, Obama, Biden. So that was not a slur, friend. Where did Kiara go? Kiki,
I don't know. How
Kiki
dare you? We
poof.
bring your ass back here right now, ma'am. One diva with another.
Hello.
Good morning, my beautiful diva angels. I hope the vibes have been great for you, and I hope everyone has been behaving.
Ugh, I have to go check on Jeff's house.
Oh, why?
Because since Jeff is living in Belgium, he rented out his house, and oh, thanks for the glowing jellyfish. The tenant did not move out, and so they had to be evicted. They weren't paying their rent. And so I have to go make sure that they moved out and didn't destroy the house.
So wait, you're going to Germany?
What? No.
His house here.
Oh, I don't know why I heard Germany.
I'm in my room.
Amanda's like, excuse me for a second, I need to just jet set off to Germany real quick.
Well,
I'll be right back.
Girl, I heard one place. I heard one place and I was like, ooh, that's a long ways away. But you know what? You're acting like it's normal, so that's fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Germany, like, now. Thank you for calling the stream. Go ahead, Kiki.
Hello?
What'd you say? Yeah, hold on 1 second, caller.
I was just saying Belgium's not Germany.
Yes, Belgium is not Germany.
Sorry.
It's early. Sorry.
It's early in the morning. It's okay. Thanks for calling the stream. Can you please tell me your name and your age, please?
My name's Terry. I'm 74.
All right, Terry. What would you like to add to the conversation, sir?
That old saying is, no one is above the law. That is not true. I just watched a movie. Let's see, what was the name of it? Clinton's Body Count. Many people died from under suspicious circumstances. And then Biden. It's against the law to have an open border. It's against our Constitution to have an open border.
We don't have open borders. We didn't.
When Biden was the president, it was an open border. There were 10 to 30 million people that come in here. Biden was the president. That's against the law. He broke the law.
People.
Plus,
30 million people.
What's that?
Okay. No, go ahead.
They checked his bank account, and it was very hard to do because he was trying to keep it under wraps. But he accepted multi-millions of dollars from China. That is treason. That's what Biden did.
No, Trump did that. His financial disclosure.
No. Biden did it. I've seen it. It's on YouTube.
Sir. First of all, YouTube is not a source, my friend. If you're going to be looking up stuff, you need to actually go to
another thing too.
I'm still speaking, and I didn't interrupt you. So please don't interrupt me. Let's be kind to one another. Donald Trump actually, just in his financial disclosure, 927 pages, there's an outline of how he took millions of dollars from China. I actually made a video about it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How do I get the video?
It's on my TikTok. It's actually on my YouTube too. If you go to my channel and click on shorts, it's on there. It says corruption on the like a banner on the top of the thumbnail image.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made $1.4 billion during his presidency thus far. Not all of it is from China. There's different foreign entities, but China is one of them.
Oh, well, can't you check in to get the prosecution against him?
How are we going to prosecute him? What are we going to prosecute him for? When he's pretty
Well, I
much
don't think he can while he's the president. But Biden's not the president now, and he could be prosecuted.
But he hasn't done anything.
I just told you what he did. He had an open border. It's against our law. It's against our Constitution. He broke them all.
Sir, if we had an open border, people wouldn't be granted citizenship. People have been granted citizenship under Biden. There was no reason for, there would be no reason to give people residency status or green cards or citizenship if we had an open border, because people could just do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, and they're doing it. A lot of people have been murdered and raped because of that open border Biden had.
Sir, the people who are murdering and raping people are white men.
Yeah, illegal. I'm talking about the illegal immigrants came in here and did it.
Statistically, based on the statistics from the FBI crime data, white men are raping and killing people, not immigrants. We're talking about people who are citizens of this country. Sir, what news channel do you watch?
I watch all kind of different news.
Okay, who's your favorite news? Who's your favorite journalist? Who do you like to watch the most?
Charlie Kirk, I guess, but he's gone now.
Charlie Kirk is dead. And he was never a journalist. He was a debater and a podcaster.
Well, I see. How Walter Cronkite? How's that? I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head who my favorite is.
Okay, what channel do you watch?
I like the Fox channel.
Okay, Fox is not news, it's entertainment by their own admission.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, what should I watch?
Every time they've been sued, like when Tucker Carlson was sued, in the lawsuit they said that it was entertainment and no reasonable person would believe what they were saying to be fact.
Yeah. Well,
It's quite literally
he was sued for what reason?
Excuse me?
He was sued for what reason?
What was the exact reason of his lawsuit? I don't remember off the top of my head. Something happened, and they tried to blame it on him.
I want to say it was an FCC violation.
I can look it up real quick, actually.
Yeah,
I'm pretty familiar with it, but I would just want to make sure.
Amanda?
Which one?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Are you a Democrat?
I vote Democrat. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
I do.
I think that's a terrible party. I think it should be abolished.
Why?
Because of the open border that Biden had.
So the borders are still open. People can still come and go. And the people that you're concerned about typically don't enter through a port of entry, like the border, the southern border. The people that you're talking about and you're concerned about either one, sneak into the country, or two, visa overstays.
Are you trying to say that Biden didn't have an open border?
Correct. Did not have an open border.
I've seen several news agencies saying that he did.
And we just talked about how you weren't watching the news, you were watching entertainment.
I've watched all kind of different channels talking about it.
Who else do you watch besides Fox News, who is not news, it is entertainment by their own admission?
What channels?
Yes.
I told you several different ones. I don't just watch one channel.
Well, sir, I would tell you no longer watch the news. Don't watch OAN, don't watch Newsmax, don't watch Fox. Start reading the news from sources that are less or unbiased. And those sources, in my personal opinion, and you can look it up on the internet, there's different sites that will tell you what your media outlet leans right, left, or center. But AP News, actually Reuters is better than AP News. AP News is like slightly left. I would say Reuters is better. BBC, Al Jazeera. You should start consuming your news through outside sources, because obviously the news that you're consuming is very biased and not even news at all in some instances. It's entertainment.
Well, I suggest you look it up. Biden did have an open border.
Sir, the borders
I bet
are
the
open.
farm on that.
Sir, the borders are open. They haven't
Yeah,
been
and they
closed.
should be closed.
And they're not closed now. And Donald Trump is the president. They're still open.
Well, he ought to finish that fence then.
I don't think you understand what it means
Well,
to have open borders.
Maybe I don't.
Yeah, can I? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Can I
No, go
ask a
ahead.
question?
Hmm.
What is your definition of an open border, real quick? Actually,
Letting people come in that don't go through channels. They don't get, documentation.
okay.
They don't
And
go where they're
you,
supposed to.
I just want to. Oh, I'm so sorry. Keep going.
They don't go to a place where they get documentation to get the okay to come in here.
Have you ever heard
illegal
of
immigrants.
Have you ever heard of 8 U.S. Code 1158?
I don't know. What is it?
It is the law of our country. It pertains to
The
asylum.
wall.
The law.
The wall of the law.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, what's the law say?
Essentially what that talks about is it talks about people who are seeking asylum in this country. And in order for you to seek asylum in this country, you just need to be here. It doesn't say to enter the borders at a port of entry. It doesn't say that you need to file specific paperwork before you get here. It just says be here. Be here and then request asylum. So people who cross the border and request asylum, you have a period of 1 year to do that from the time you enter this country. We know who is here. We know why they're here. We know what their status is. The problem is not these people.
They know about everybody that's in here. I don't agree with that.
Well, then how is ICE rounding people up? How are they doing their jobs if not through racist means?
I don't
Thanks
know.
for being here, Monster.
But wherever ICE goes to check on these people, the police in that area should be their backup, not fighting against them.
The
That's our
majority
federal
of the people
government
in this,
supposed to go
the
along
majority
with
of the
your
people in this
people,
country
not
who are here,
fight them.
Well, the majority of the people in this country who are here illegally are not brown people, but right now they're just picking brown people and asking them for their papers. Does that sound like another time in history that we've experienced where they just picked people based off of how they looked or maybe even their last name and asked them for some type of documentation or made them wear something to exhibit who they are?
Yeah, that don't sound very good, does it?
No.
Yeah, I'm a former boxer. I've got a lot of blacks that's my heroes. I have no prejudice. And I feel sorry for the ones that had prejudice against them.
Real quick, caller. Black people. You shouldn't add an S to the end of black. It is. That's problematic.
Blacks,
but
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just work on it. Never to. You can teach an old dog a new trick. I have a couple questions about the border, just real quick. Were you aware, sir, that Obama had a negative immigration number, which means that he deported more people than came in?
No kidding. Yeah, I heard he deported a lot of people. And I used to really
They
like
called
the
him
guy.
deporter-in-chief.
It proved to me when he became president that this country wasn't racist as I pictured it to be. I didn't want it to be racist, but after I seen he became president, that made me very happy. But then there was
Still more room for
billions
progress.
of dollars that he gave back to Iran, and that aggravated. I didn't like him no more after that.
Well, so
that
that
is
wasn't
not-
our
that is
money.
not what
We didn't give them our money. We gave them their money.
No, it was their money, but they took 50 of our
that was
people
part of
and
our
held them hostage for a long time until Reagan got into office, and Reagan had been talking what he was going to do if they were still in there, so they released them. And then Obama come back and he gave them back their money. Should never give them a nickel.
Donald
that's
Trump
what
wants
they
to
did.
give them but sir,
In
Donald
my
Trump wants to
opinion.
give them $300 billion.
Yeah, like for nothing.
Who?
Not even their money.
Just to
our
give
money.
it to them as part of the agreement. for this ceasefire that he's working
What's to
on.
give
That
it to
was
Iran?
yes, he wants to give them $300 billion
What for? Why?
as part of the ceasefire deal. He wants to buy them to tell them to stop doing, essentially kicking their ass.
Jiminy. He must have too much money, and that's probably be our money,
That's
our tax
taxpayer
money.
money. Yes, sir. It's taxpayer money.
That's insane, in my opinion.
Well, they say that no taxpayer money is being used. They're saying that it's going to be bankrolled by Saudi Arabia and the UAE and private international investors. We already know that that's not going to be the case, friend, because look what happened with the ballroom.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I haven't, so he's using taxpayer money to change. I he was going to use his own money or money the people contributed, and now they're going to be using our tax money for that.
Yeah, so he's not telling you the truth. He's wasting our money to do shenanigans and tomfoolery. So like the stuff that you were mad about Biden and Obama for wasn't detrimental. Like we could see the numbers on the job reports. We can see how the economy was. We can see all those things. And we also have to take into account to COVID because it was still ongoing. But we see that those things were not negative to this country. They actually helped our economy and helped people and helped the job market, whereas Donald Trump is the complete opposite.
So you like Biden more than you do Trump?
Sir?
Yes.
You like Biden more than you do Trump?
Yes. If I had to choose between the two, I would pick Joe Biden.
What about his son? What do you think of him?
Amanda.
What do I think of Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion one way or the other about Hunter Biden. He's a private citizen.
Yeah, well, remember they found that cocaine in the White House?
It wasn't his,
I
sir.
bet money that was his.
Now, sir, have you ever done booger sugar? Have you ever been addicted
Cocaine,
to
you mean?
a substance? Well, I can't say that because I'm
Oh, yeah, I used to have a problem with alcohol, but I'm 30 years away from alcohol.
So if you were actively in addiction, okay, and you had a bottle of your favorite thing, and you put that bottle down, would you leave that bottle there? It's your favorite thing. Or are you going to take that bottle with you?
Back when I was using alcohol, I've done things. I woke up in jail one time, never being arrested, didn't remember what I did to get there, didn't remember nothing about it.
Yeah.
Back when I was young, I messed around with different drugs, and I tried cocaine one time, and I didn't like it. I called the guy up. I said, I don't like the stuff. I want my money back. He said, well, you got to bring it back. I got to weigh it to see how much you used. So I did that. And at the time, I was boxing, so he better give me my money back. And he did. No, wait a minute.
So
that's
the
not
point
right.
is people,
I went ahead and kept all the little bit of the rest of it.
Leave it behind.
But I never bought it again. I didn't like it.
Yeah, people who do the booger sugar and like the booger sugar are not going to leave it behind.
Because it's so expensive too.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Also, we've seen the Trump boys do it well there. We saw Elon Musk in a full K-bliss.
He was in a K
Dude,
like nobody's
rolling.
business.
That man was 6 feet in the ground K-holing.
For sure.
Before we get too far from it, caller, because this is going down a strange path. I want to go back to the border thing. So, Obama had a negative immigration number in his last term, and trust me, I protested against the treatment of migrants by Obama's administration as well. Then Trump came into office. Oh yes, absolutely. Then Trump came into office.
That's a very honorable thing, in my opinion.
Thank you. Then Trump came into office, and then Biden came into office, and Biden had more deportations than Trump.
Did you really?
What happened? Yes, by a lot. What happened between Obama and his negative immigration numbers, and then Biden and his increased deportation? There's a 4-year span of time where it seems like immigration was not being enforced as well, and we had USCIS backlogs, and now we have a USCIS front log. And it feels like there was something in that 4 or Amanda, like, can you guys help me out here? What happened in that 4 years?
Oh, I know. Donald Trump.
Oh, there it is. Donald Trump is the reason for our immigration issues right now. Solely and exclusively, it is the responsibility of Donald J. Trump, because he's the one that relaxed a lot of those migration policies. And right at the end of his term, when he knew he was about to cede that seat to Biden, he gave Haitians TPS status. He gave Venezuelans, I believe, or was it Venezuelans or Argentinians?
Venezuelans, Nicaraguans. There's a whole bunch of different groups.
Syrians.
That got TPS.
Like, all of the people who now have had their TPS stripped away from them were given that TPS status under Trump. The immigration issues that Biden worked to, and I won't even say fix, because I'm against mass deportations. I really am. The issues that Biden had to fix because of his increased deportations, his almost double the number of Trump deportations, his increase in deportations was specifically and exclusively to make up for the mistakes made by the Trump administration in his first term. And now we're once again seeing those same issues come up, but because they know that, well, Trump supporters are going to be by his side no matter what, and no one's stopping them, they've ramped up the cruelty, because it was never about immigration. It was never about securing the borders. It was never about jobs. It was never about labor. It was about cruelty and instilling fear. Because if you're afraid to step outside your house, you're done living. There's no life anymore.
Can I add something onto what you were saying, Kiki? And it will be really quick. When it comes to also reforming the border, I know this because specifically people from, it is anecdotal, but people that I knew from the military that were over there on their border mission would tell me, because I was also a public affairs non-commissioned officer with the United States Army, I would have to do reporting on this. And when people would be over there, they would say what was changing. Some of the stuff that was changing was new enactment on the material used for the fencing and stuff like that, but they didn't go all the way through. They didn't replace, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay, got you. They didn't replace the whole thing. They didn't add anything more. They added some cameras in different places. They didn't add any easier way to expedite or to have more people there to help with getting people be able to get their citizenship. They didn't do any of that at all. Instead, they added more security and more protocols, which also, if you have people doing more of that, you have more of a cause for other things to happen. And we've seen it in the past where there have been people taking advantage of the people that are coming across the border as well too. And it has happened in the past. So when it comes down to pivoting to say that we need to make the border better and everything, nothing was ever made better for it. And that goes into my next talking point, is when it comes to, he says he's going to make it better. He's going to make it amazing, that we need higher restrictions, and stuff is never done. He lies to his voters and lies to the people around there. And it's consistently like how he was going to get a better deal with Iran, how he was going to, how when he lied about COVID, saying it was a joke, like it wasn't real. and it wasn't as worse as the flu. Like, that made me mad because I saw thousands of people die right in front of me because I was helping them on the COVID mission in Indiana. I've said this before, and Amanda and everyone knows 70% of my nursing home people that I was helping out with during COVID passed away. And it was because of the guidance from the president at the time. So when it comes
Who
to
was the president then?
considerable, I'm sorry.
Hold on, let him talk, eh? Let him talk.
Who was,
What's that, sir?
who was the president then?
Trump.
Trump.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Was what I've seen on different, I don't know what channel or what YouTube or where it was, but
Sure.
it said that 17 million people died from the jab, not from COVID. The stuff that was in the medicine from the jab.
That's not true, sir.
That's untrue, sir.
I work in healthcare. I've worked in healthcare for 20 years. I worked frontline during the pandemic. I've also been vaccinated. That is not true.
Well, I don't know what to believe.
Where are you pulling your? Oh, sorry.
There's different sources that you can look at. I would highly recommend that you, again, stay away from the entertainment channels like OAN and Newsmax and Fox News, and consider reading your news as your method of consumption, and look at places like Reuters and BBC and Al Jazeera, especially the ones, BBC. Fact check them for sure, but
Okay. Say, can
they're
I make a
more
statement?
non-biased. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, as I understand, the Republicans are a big percentage of them are religious, and then the Democrats, a big percentage of them are agnostic or atheists. And then I see on the thing about the Anunnakis. I don't know if you know about them or heard about them or whatever, but they say that they came here 450,000 years ago, and they's the ones that put our cavemen, updated their brain so they could dig the gold for them, take back to their Narubu or wherever that planet they came from. Are you in the know about any of that?
I don't. You're talking about an alien life form?
Sir,
Yes.
what YouTube channel are you watching? What's the name of the YouTube channel you're watching?
Yeah, I just say YouTube and it comes on there. I don't know where it comes from.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, put it on there, YouTube, and then ask them about the Anunnakis.
I
so
desperately want to talk to whoever is in charge of your Wi-Fi. Send them my profile, please, because I feel like they and I need to have a chat. Remember, y'all, parental controls are not just for kids.
Indiana. Let's see, I can't remember the name of the cable
No, you're
company
fine, sir.
here.
You don't tell us anymore. Just that you're safe.
It doesn't go based off his internet. It goes based off his search history and the stuff that he watches because it's analyticals.
No, but sometimes you just need to unplug the internet.
Yeah, big guy on the phone. I'm originally from Indiana as well too.
No kidding. What part?
I'm originally from Valparaiso, but I lived all around Indiana. I used to work military down in Seymour, Indiana, for the United States Army. But I want to tell you. I'm sorry.
What about Madison, Indiana? My parents got a divorce, and my stepfather was a state parole officer, and his parolees, his section was down there in Madison, Indiana, and a few counties around there. And so my mother moved me down there, and that is a beautiful town. Every year, a 4th of July weekend, they have a big boat race, regatta they call it, And when my dad, he would come down, he'd always come down to visit me when he could, but he loved that regatta. He used to have a boat, and he loves boats, and it's got a Clifty Falls State Park. Now, I was lucky when we first moved in there, across the street, and the people lived across the street, in their backyard, behind their property, was Clifty Falls State Park. It was no fence there. And I could go in there as a young boy and make up forts and clubhouses, tree houses, or whatever we wanted to do. And it was just beautiful. That's a beautiful place. If you get a vacation, you ought to go to that Madison, Indiana, and go to the Clifty Falls State Park. They got campgrounds, and I think there's even a hotel or motel or whatever in there.
I'll look at it. I don't live in Indiana anymore. I actually am up in Wisconsin and Chicago. But
yeah.
I want
Chicago,
to.
murder capital.
It isn't, but I can understand why you think that is, because your news consumption is very much aligned in misconception and misinformation.
You think
And
so?
it's nothing. And I want to tell you this. It's nothing against you as a person, because it doesn't really involve you. It's how it goes into misconception is they get you. They somehow put a talking point on that makes it sound great for you or gets your attention, and then they keep going with it. I
And it's
really,
by design.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's nobody that argues with them. I don't know what's true and what ain't. I just watch this, and then I think it's true. I don't know. It's hard telling.
Listen, you can
But
come
it's
back
sad.
and ask questions anytime. You can text this number. I will remember your phone number. You can text this number if you have a question about something you saw on TV, and we'll text and we'll talk about it and we'll dissect it together. Because I don't want you to be misinformed. I want you to know what's going on. And sometimes, they may get lucky, like shooting fish in a barrel and hit something on a truth point. Because Democrats do fucked up shit too. They do less fucked up shit, but they still do some messed up stuff. And I'm happy to talk with you about it. But please, for the love of
Well, thank you
all
very much.
things holy,
That makes me feel happy.
good.
Appreciate
I'm glad. And please
Yeah,
stop watching the guy with the
Can I say another
aliens.
thing?
Sure.
No
Up there
more
in Chicago,
aliens. Don't
the
get on that
blacks
YouTube.
Blacks and different gangs murdering each other. I don't understand that. Why don't they just get one gang and get along? So instead of stop killing each other. I don't understand that a bit.
Well, it has to do with
you're
access
in
to
my neighborhood
resources.
selling dope. You just took my money away from me. I'm going to have to kill you for that. I don't understand.
Well, it has to do with access to resources there, and redlining plays a factor in that, as well as policies that are meant to harm marginalized communities, and a lot of that goes back to the Republican Party, but it doesn't. Race is not necessarily a factor in that. The crime thing, when we start talking about black on black crime, that's racist, because we don't call crime for white people to other white people white on white crime.
Yeah,
It's meant to be dehumanizing. No, you're
just
fine.
wanna be
It's
on the-
okay. You just
the
didn't
TV.
know, but now you know.
Like I said, I love boxing, and a lot of my heroes are black. I used to emulate Ali and emulate Joe Frazier, and George Foreman watch what they did, and I used that in my boxing career, and it helped me. And those guys were my heroes. And I'm sad because they're gone now. Great people like that ought to live forever, in my opinion.
I don't think you're doing any of it intentionally. I think it's just that you've been in like an echo chamber, and so you've heard these things, and it seems normal to you, but when we start talking about the evolution of society and what we know to be harmful, dehumanizing, or wrong, things have changed a bit. And so I don't think you're doing it intentionally. I from this conversation that we've had, I don't think that you are somebody who is actively trying to harm other people. It's just a matter of education.
Oh, no, I don't want to harm nobody. I feed the squirrels. I feed the birds. I feed some outside kitties. I have a big heart for being a former boxer, and I did have a killer instinct in there, but I love people, and I love animals, and I love life. And
well, you're very sweet, and if you ever have any questions, you can call back or you can text this number, and I'm happy to talk with you about it. Okay?
Thank you very much, Amanda. I agree with what you're saying. With what I watch on TV, I think, well, that must be true. So it's kind of biasing me. So I understand what you're saying about that. It's some of them, or a lot of it might not even been true, but I'm thinking it is because on the TV there, and why would they lie to me?
Yeah. Yeah, I
But
got you. The very first time I voted Republican, and I have since changed my ways. But I appreciate you calling. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope we talk again soon.
yeah, thank you very much, Amanda. I appreciate it. It was a good talk.
Yeah, I agree.
Thank
Take care, okay?
Okay, you too.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
See, folks, it is possible to have opposing viewpoints and have a nice conversation with someone. I think that gentleman just was a little misinformed, but open to hearing, what the other side is talking about. Open to hearing the facts of the matter, and that's important. And I think that he was a very sweet old man who just needs to, learn some new things. That's all.
So willing to learn.
Godzilla. Right, willing to learn is a big part of it. Thank you for calling the stream. Can you please tell me your name and how old you are?
My name is John, and I'm 30 years old.
All right, cool. What do you want to add to the conversation?
You look like a more hot, more annoying Kamala Harris, and I want to know why your whole thing is debating boomers on YouTube.
Most of the people who call in are not boomers.
I've only got the other guy, but listen, I'm gonna ask you. It's not even Democrats and Republicans anymore. If you support the state of Israel, you're a fucking fraud. Yes or no?
If you support the state of Israel, you're a fucking what?
Fraud.
Fraud? I don't know that fraud is the right.
Huh?
I don't know that fraud is the word that I would choose to use, but people who support
All right, so
the Israeli
go ahead.
government.
Your stance on Israel in one sentence. Go ahead.
I think that people who support the Israeli government are evil.
Okay, is that not the whole? Okay, we're not talking about Jews, and we're not talking about like the average everyday citizen. We're talking about American politicians that support the state of Israel.
Correct.
Jewish people.
Huh?
Jewish people.
We are not talking about Jewish people, and we're not talking about the Israeli government. We're talking about American politicians that support the state of Israel, and Donald Trump is one of them.
Mm-hmm. Again, my stance doesn't change. I think if you support the Israeli government, the government, not Jewish people, I think you're evil.
Okay, so Cory Booker is one of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. Fucking Nancy Pelosi is one of them. Chuck Schumer is one of them.
Yep.
Basically, all the Democrats do it, and all the Republicans do it. So I don't understand this whole Democrats versus Republicans dichotomy. They're all frauds, and none of them have our best interests at heart. So who are you supporting?
I mean, at this particular point, we have a two-party system. I vote for more progressive candidates. Thank you so much for the crown, Curly. I vote for people who seem to want to do the most good and the least harm. That's the best. I work in the system that we got.
Yeah. Do you know Jewish people have been okay? So okay. I'm sure you support gay rights and all that. You support the LGBTQ community and all that, right? Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Do you know who is the biggest supporter of LGBTQ rights in the world? Fucking Israel. Okay?
No,
and so for all your boomer listeners...
That's actually not true, and I'm not going to allow you to spread misinformation. Israel is notoriously guilty of pinkwashing. If you don't know what pinkwashing is, please go look it up. But that is absolutely not true. They are not the biggest supporters of the LGBTQIA+ community, and they actually harm queer people. So
How so?
That is not true.
How so?
Give
me one example.
Gay people aren't allowed to get married in Israel.
Patently false. 100% false.
That's not.
Actually, that's not patently false. Amanda, may I jump in for a quick second?
Ahead. Sure.
So we know that they are pinkwashing the genocide that's happening right now, And just because being queer is more accepted in Tel Aviv does not mean that out in the settlements it is at all accepted. In fact, it's not, and it is punishable by imprisonment.
Okay. Moving on. So why this whole like
Is that a
left,
concession?
right, Democrat? No, go ahead.
Wait, is that a
Because I think what you're saying right here on this whole issue is that, so being gay is okay in New York, but when you go out to the country, it's frowned upon. Like, that's basically what you're saying. Like, you're not like, what, do they throw these people in prison? No, I'm sure they don't. Okay.
Yes,
they
do.
still do. They do. Like, literally, I need you to know something, that when it comes to Israel, I consider myself one of the experts. As someone who is of the diaspora because of them, I make it a
so you're a
point
Jew.
to know my
You're a
enemy.
Jew. Okay, so why are we doing this whole left right thing?
I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm Middle Eastern. I'm Syrian. I'm from my mom was displaced from the Golan Heights in 1967 by the IDF. Like, we know this
so
intimately because it affected our family.
When we understand that the problem is Israel, I don't understand. Like, why are you debating boomers on YouTube about how the Republican Party is evil? when we all know it's
One
fucking
boomer
Israel?
called in, bro. One person called in, and that was it. And while Israel and their lobbies may have a huge influence in our politics, I need you to know the glaring anti-Semitism of it when you're like, well, it's all Israel, it's Israel, it's Israel. While you may not be saying it's Jewish people specifically, you are still saying that there is a cabal, essentially. Stop speaking. You are essentially saying that this stop speaking.
Very like,
I'm
you want
trying to
respect, but
explain
you
something
don't even want to respect your college.
I am
You want
speaking
respect,
so
like, this is all
calmly.
This is all,
I am speaking
shut
so
up, boomer.
calmly
That's your
to
whole
you
thing. That's your whole
right
thing.
now. I am speaking so calmly to you right now, and I need you to understand something. That this is me actively trying to keep my cool about something that is so unbelievably close to me that it is 1 degree of separation off of me.
Being gay,
In fact,
or Israeli?
Both, brother. Both. I am both queer.
All right. My question
I
to
am
you:
trans.
why are we still arguing?
I am
All right.
someone.
You said your piece. You said your
Oh
piece.
my
Are you
god.
done? Or are you
Oh
gonna
my
keep going
god.
on?
Oh my god. Is this your live?
No, I said, are you done, or do I get to talk now?
Is it your live? Are you the one running the show, dude? Do you want us to
Are you
put
done?
you
Or
on the
are you done, or
do you want us to
I
put
get
you on the
talk now?
fucking board?
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Like,
go ahead.
I just
Go
need
ahead.
you to
I'll
take
be
it
quiet while
down
you do
a
whatever you're
fucking
doing.
second, my guy.
Sir, please stop. Please stop. You keep starting your sentence in the middle of their sentence. Please stop. Just because I wasn't sitting here doesn't mean that I didn't hear what was going on. I still had my headphones in. I had to put my pants on. So I have to go to work soon.
All right,
Amanda,
can I talk now, or were you still doing this?
check me on this. I was being polite, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying. Listen,
I just wanted to
I'm
make
saying,
sure
are
that
you
I
done
wasn't
talking, or can I talk now? Or are you done making your
Brother,
point?
you didn't even let me finish my fucking thing about you pink
Okay, you're
washing
gay
a
and you're
genocide
from
and saying,
Syria. Who the fuck cares?
Oh my god.
Dude, what are you talking about?
I hung up on him. We're not gonna have a fucking fight. See, the difference between you and the guy that you wanted to criticize, the boomer, was he was respectful. He wanted to have a conversation. You don't want to have a conversation. Somebody's challenging your viewpoints and you're getting upset. Like, there's no reason to get upset. Reflect, absorb, listen.
I wrapped you in bubble wrap and then handled you with kid gloves.
With
I
a
was so
bow.
unbelievably gentle with you. Also, Amanda, that shirt is amazing.
Thanks, but it's from Target. Before they got rid of DEI. The shirt's like 3 years old, so longer than that.
Then you're fine.
But I don't want anybody to be like, it's from Target. Yes, I'm aware it's from Target. It's an old shirt, and I don't throw away clothes because it's terrible to do that to our environment. And this was before they did their fuck shit. And that's the shirt.
I want to add something back to like the caller and stuff like that. When it comes to being dismissive and treating others just how you think that you can treat them anyway on a phone call shows not just me, it shows everyone the disrespect that you keep putting out there. When you're trying to overtalk and criticize someone when they're trying to explain something to you, you do not want to actually listen and work on that. What you're trying to do is defend rather than learn, and rather than to intake what is actually going on. And that's an issue. There's no reason to be defensive over somebody giving you an actual fact or giving you any response towards hate or mismarginalized groups, because we look over and over again where gay people, women, any African American, even Native American people have been oppressed back in the day. And when you're disproportionately putting out misinformation, it's harmful. And the fact that you're also adding harmful rhetoric and dismissive traits towards somebody who is trying to explain something to you is a fault in your own area. You need, like, I don't understand, why are you coming up on this platform when you don't even want to actually have a conversation? Don't do that.
I can't find my work shirt.
You better.
I know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to be stopped. Why do I have to be stopped? Where am I going? Why do I have to be stopped? I don't understand. We have a fight in the
It's
garage.
because once you do get your shirt, we're gonna need you to stop and give us a rotation.
Kiss my butt.
Just kidding.
You took my work shirt, Kiki. Hey friend who's on the panel, Black Lightning, you have a lot. Can you close the window? It's very hard to hear you. Okay, bye. Who cares if you're being rude? At least you're calm. What are you talking about? Okay, but he was rude. I don't know what you don't get about that. Brad, come ask your question, hun. I didn't see it in the chat. You can come ask your question. I guess I gotta go get my heat brush. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk about America. Talk about fucking America 250. I can't. I have to go to work at some point, Godzilla.
Oh my
How there's
God.
like -6 people there.
Did you see that? Did you see that fucking image where it's the guitarist's fucking glasses and there's like
Yes.
5 people in the fucking crowd?
I thought that was hilarious. But you know what's even better is Alaska and Hawaii. Alaska has chairs. No, it's Hawaii has chairs out, and Alaska has a table in their room, and they're right next to each other. It's the funniest thing ever, because they didn't give a crap about it, because they're not going to pay money to attend to it when they don't agree to it. Also, can we take a minute and realize that this was not even supposed to be something that was supposed to be covered by the presidential side? This was actually the American History Society that was actually doing all this, and then Trump slapped his name on it.
Somebody called it on YouTube. They called it a hootenanny.
It was a hootenanny, but it was like a nanny, a nanny.
Just a hootenanny. Maybe just
A nanny.
because it can't. It's definitely not a hoot. It's definitely not a whole.
It's not a hoot for sure.
Just a hoot.
It's a nanny. Also, Amanda, when you stood up with the fucking heat brush, when you stood up with it, it looked like you had a dick. It was so fucking funny.
Oh my God.
Like you were in full profile and the way you stood up, I was like, what the fuck am I witnessing? TikTok,
Everything
don't
reminds
take
me
us
of
down.
him.
Everything reminds me of him.
I often think about phalluses. I'm not sure what you are, but I often think of them. I really gotta find my.
I mean, for the two of you, it makes perfect sense. For me, absolutely none whatsoever.
You know what's funny is I was actually reading a historical context piece on the BBC. It was from years ago, and I was really interested in old homes from kings and queens, when people have been renovating these castles or like big expenditure homes and everything, in the walls they find phalluses out of plaster for the women. Which I was like, or men, yes. So there are ancient dildos around the world in these old homes.
Yeah, olive wood was a very popular material for that
Yes,
reason.
that's true. I
Olive
thought it was
wood
so
because,
funny.
hey mods, can we get Pretzel taken care of, who is Naziing around down there?
Where are they? I don't see them.
There he is, Pretzel 21. Yeah, there's a few different kinds of woods that are really good because they don't splinter and they're soft, and because olives and olive trees are naturally more prone to oil and absorbing oil, they're much easier to make sure that they don't splinter and break. So, yeah, a lot of that is also less bacterial. A lot of that is interesting little sex facts from history.
I found a shirt. I'm going with it.
W.
I love that
W.
necklace, by the way.
Oh, my necklace that says "Don't fuck fascists."
I love
W.
it.
Good shit. See, you guys, a small sample of what you would get when you vote down blue ballot.
Oh God, I'm so bloated. What is this? Stop it. My ass cheeks are pulling my pants down.
Where?
Yeah, I don't even see that you're bloated at all. So I think you're lying.
I am. I feel
You're
like
fishing for
stuffed sausage in my
compliments.
No, not at all. Not at all. Listen, I don't agree with what happened in Minnesota in terms of that guy's pardon, but it wasn't just Tim Walz. There was a panel of people who made that decision, and they made that decision for a reason. The victim impact statement that was given by the victim was that of forgiveness, and if the victim is okay with it, who the fuck am I to say? I don't agree with it, though.
What happened with
this? There was a guy who repeatedly sexually assaulted a girl when she was either 10 or 12 years old, and he was 18. And he was somebody who was here undocumented, and he was given clemency in Minnesota.
Bury him under the jail.
So, I don't agree with it.
I didn't even know this was a story, actually.
Wait,
Yeah,
what? She doesn't have fish she can get them? I've seen her hidden messages? What are you talking about?
Fish?
What kind of fish? Because yellowfin is my favorite kind, but also bluefin tuna is really delicious. So, Amanda, are you a secret fishmonger and you didn't tell us?
No. Tell your cat I said right back.
I just heard it too.
Goji, Amanda says he's a chatty boy.
He's got a lot to say. You know what? My boys have always been chatty too. Well, no, that's not true. So I had right now I have a cat that we rescued in February, and he just talks up a storm. He has so much to say. But my little girl Theodora has nothing to say. But my cat, years previous, her name is Coffee, and she just loved to like mimic. I'd be like, Coffee, she's like meh, the whole time.
Watch it. Goji. Can you say hello to everybody? Oh my boy. Do you hear that?
Yeah, we're talking. We're having a conversation.
Oh, he is rubbing up against the phone so hard.
I told him I loved him.
He hears you, and he loves you too.
I actually,
In case you guys
for some
don't
reason,
know,
cats love me. I don't know why.
cats know how to read good frequencies off of people. Goji is a gigantic, fluffy orange baby. He is a diluted orange. He is a medium hair cat. He is full grown, and he is 18 pounds. He is, yeah,
That's a big boy.
he a big boy. Hang on. Let's see.
I don't want
Say
him in my
hello,
hair today.
Goji. Say, oh, okay, you're, okay, sir, I'd like to, I've been trying to
this is
reach
a
you about your
Wendy's?
car's, sir, sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm trying to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
He's so handsome.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
I don't want to do my hair today. Like, genuinely, I don't want to do it. I don't even really
Tie it up.
Ugh, but it's freezing inside work.
Take a
That's the
scarf?
issue. I have a jacket. I'm gonna wear a jacket. I'm fucking sweating my ass off right now with this long sleeve shirt on.
I remember when I first cut my hair off, because, like, beforehand, Amanda, how long would you say your hair is? About mid-back? Probably?
Yeah, it's about 22 inches long.
Yeah, my hair before I cut it all off was about that length.
What?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I would never imagine you with long
If you're
hair.
comfortable with it, send me a picture of you with long hair. Only if you're comfortable.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'll send you a picture. Long and curly / wavy Middle Eastern hair.
Somebody on YouTube says you've probably eaten cat.
Listen, I've eaten a lot of pussy in my time. And I will eat a lot more pussy in my time. And I
As you should.
absolutely do drive a Subaru. It is a 2019 Subaru Crosstrek. It is pearlescent white. It has a continuous shift transmission, paddle shifters, and a fold-down back seat where I absolutely bought the air mattress for it so that when I go camping with whatever woman wants to get smashed, I'll be able to do that in my car.
You see the
As you should.
My hair. My hair's trying to curl up, and I'm not fucking about that life. No, real cat? No, I've never eaten real cat.
Oh, real cat? No. When vagina? Yes, it is my favorite meal. Wall, are you a Trump supporter? Or are you a Republican? Do you support the Republicans? Sorry, I'm so used to other political panels. Wall, do you support the Republicans?
They're not loaded on my end.
Oh, they're loaded here.
Cat Daddy just came in, and I think that's because Goji called him.
Oh my god, did you hear my cat? He's so talkative. Wait, let me turn on my camera. Look at him. Little muffin.
Yeah, babies. Also, feet on Main for free in this economy? Oh, look at that baby.
He big baby.
Hey, YouTube, you guys
did you
have
take
a
the
lot of
extensions
opinions over
out?
there. Come on in. Hi, Darth. Did I take what out?
Did you take the extensions out, or are they still in? No. I can't tell.
They're still in.
Do you miss me?
See it?
Hmm.
That's how I know. That's how
Okay,
I know
yeah,
how long my hair is, because these are 24-inch extensions, and my hair is right here. Because yes, that is approximately 2 inches, gentlemen.
Oh, that's 6 inches?
Thanks for calling the stream. Can you please tell me your name and how old you are?
Hey, my name's Grant. I'm 32 years old.
All right, Grant. What would you like to add to the conversation?
I just was wondering, I'm not sure what the other woman's name is that is on here with you. She said that the 250,000 grape victims is not true, or I was just wondering what your thoughts on that was.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I missed part of the conversation, or
The
maybe you misheard.
the UK the grape case in the UK of the 250,000 girls.
You think that 250,000 girls have been assaulted by this one specific rape gang, and that is not
No, I was just
being
wondering what your
heralded as
reasoning behind that was.
international news?
Say that again?
You think that the number is 250,000? Can you provide a source on that number? I didn't say that it
Oh
wasn't
no,
happening.
I'm not
I'm
saying
saying that if
I
those
was
are the
just wondering
total
what your
number of
The only
reasoning
time I actually really wanted, I didn't mind going, was the time you told me to stay here.
Huh? What? Kitty.
What?
Oh my God, is that a serval?
Hello?
Or
Yeah, hold on one second.
curval? Okay.
All right. So the question at hand was, do you have a source for those numbers? Caller Grant, we're talking to you, honey.
I don't have a source, no, because I'm not doing the investigation. But I was just wondering what your guys' take on that was, because you said it was false.
My guess is, from what I can, for my own mental health, I'm going to assume that 250,000 is the number of rape cases that they have right now active in the UK. That is to say, all of the rape cases, not just the rape cases committed by this one gang.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So
when we actually look at the numbers, the highest, the group that perpetrates the most in the UK is white men.
Same here in the United States.
Interesting.
Yeah, same here in the United States. By a margin of about 90%.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that. But so are you just disqualifying that whole investigation and everything then?
No, I'm saying that it's often used as a racist dog whistle, and it's what's being used to fuel the race riots that are happening in the UK right now. So it's not that I'm dismissing them or their cases. I would never dismiss any sort of rape case or any sort of investigation against someone who has been accused of rape, but like this specifically is being used as racist rhetoric to demonize immigrants. Oh my God, that's a pretty cat. Holy shit.
Okay.
That's a killer.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know you could see it.
Oh, you guys talking about something else?
Somebody has a cat on the
Amanda,
panel,
that's so
and I'm being a
unhinged.
pervert.
So
and
unhinged.
I'm playing into the perversion.
And I'm usually the pervert, but I'm trying to be quiet to not interrupt your caller.
So it's not that I'm dismissing any of these cases. It's not that I'm dismissing any of the victims or the survivors or any of that. I'm saying that when we look at cases like this, we have to look at why they're being framed the way that they are. We have to look, because they're talking about them specifically being Muslim. They're talking about them specifically being from certain parts of the world. Immigrants from the Middle East and from Pakistan specifically. We have to look at these things and then look at why they're using those people specifically as the targets of their attacks, of their rhetoric. And when you look at it and you look at, the reason why Britain left the EU, which was immigration, and why there is an increase in hate crimes against migrants there in the UK now, it is not hard to see that they are using this to fuel the violence of white men there.
Okay. I see what you're saying for sure. I agree with that for sure. So if we can just redirect onto that case though, like I was reading it, I think 1,200 actual victims were victims of this gang. which was predominantly a certain class of people or a certain race of people. What do you think about that specific case?
I mean, bury them.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, rapists can they should be publicly executed. That's my opinion. You set them as an
I
example,
agree.
and
I
then
agree.
build toilets on top of their graves.
I also don't think their immigration status has anything to do with it either. I think that they're just terrible.
Agreed.
I think the more concerning number is how low the conviction rate is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's insane too.
I am actually impressed by the solve rate of some of the European forces, but I'm still ACAB no matter. My cat is finally complete. That's hilarious. Still ACAB wherever I go and wherever it is. But it's an abysmal conviction rate there. Bye, Cat Daddy. Thank you for showing us your cats.
Bye, Cat Daddy. The prosecution rate in the United States is even worse than the fucking conviction rate.
Yeah. Like, the fact that less than 5% of rapists will ever see the inside of a courthouse is atrocious. The fact that even less than that will ever see the inside of a jail cell. And the fact that in 31 states in this United States of America, those motherfuckers can sue for custody of their kids.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just curious. Do you guys know or have seen anything or read anything about the female teachers raping little boys or sexual harassing them?
So this is something that I talk about a lot on my panel with my topic of stop electing men. Is in order to distract from the greater crimes of men, they will focus on the rarer crimes of women. So, like, I'll be like, oh, well, I mean, look at Winston Churchill. He was enormous. He was an enormous racist and X, Y, and Z. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, well, what about Margaret Thatcher? And it's like, cool. How many women prime ministers? Oh, okay, you two, stop it. Get out of here. How many women prime ministers has the UK ever had? And it's 3. And one of them lasted for a month and a half. When we talk about the teachers who are committing these assaults, well, yes, it is horrendous. And those women should absolutely be put to the wall the same way the men are. But those numbers are minuscule compared to the male teachers which perpetrate crimes against their students. Minuscule compared.
Rape is bad, guys.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Rape is bad, regardless of your gender.
Just say that again.
Rape is bad no matter who the perpetrator is, whether they're man, woman, non-binary, doesn't fucking matter. Rape is bad.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
In fact, rape is so bad that I actually kind of have beef with otters because they are the rapists of the water world.
No, dolphins
Really?
are the rapists of the water world.
And otters, they both do it.
Leave the otters.
Did I ever tell you? No, don't leave the otters alone. Did I ever tell you guys I actually ate otter?
You what?
I ate otter when I was over in Lithuania. They actually have a huge issue in Vilnius with otters infecting their waterways, and so they intentionally hunt otters and beavers because they overinfect. So I got to have like Lithuania's national dish when I was over there. It was amazing.
My hair is pretty now.
Wild. It was pretty before.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Oh god, it was a fucking hot mess.
But it does
Now
look lovely.
Oh my god. I don't know if he's watching. He might be watching because he came across my YouTube. So if you're watching, yeah, I'm talking shit about you. I'm about to talk shit about you right now. Come see me at work and we'll see what kind of shit you have to talk. Because I know it's not going to be good. I'm much better professional fucking yapper and shit talker than you. The Trump supporter's still asking me out.
Are you kidding me?
No. He wanted to know why I said no and like why I stopped talking to him. I was like, because you voted for Trump. And I literally sent him a picture of my necklace that says "Don't fuck fascists" and then a little shrug emoji, and I was like, I'm strong-willed.
Also, like, take no for an answer.
It's a shame, though. It's a shame. If he didn't vote for Trump, I would have went out with him. He's funny. He's smart. He's a nice guy. But he doesn't understand the impact of voting. He says he's not into politics. He voted for Biden, and then he voted for Trump. And I was like, well, you fucked up, sir. I will not date a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
His excuse and no, he is smart. He's very good at his job. He may not be like smart, but he's smart. He's good at his job. And his job requires a lot of knowledge. Mind your business, Smallville.
Yeah, people have dynamics. And if you don't know it, mind your business.
I do what I want. You think you dodged?
I'm sorry, just you screaming "I do what I want" with the curler above your eyes absolutely got me.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Talladega Nights where... Oh, no.
Oh, Wolf said, I think he dodged a bullet, and I said Charlie Kirk didn't.
Oh!
Well, Jesus tried to save him, but he forgot he had a hole in his hand.
Oh my God.
I'm mad. Just to be clear, I don't think anyone should die at the hands of gun violence, but I just wanted to piss y'all off because you're so sensitive about Charlie Kirk. Just to be clear. Read an anatomy book.
He stuck his neck out for what he
Which anatomy
believes.
book? I have Gray's Anatomy. I have Netter's Anatomy if you need like some beautiful color illustrations. Which one, Last King? No? You don't have a recommendation? Okay. Alright, I gotta go check on this house. Oh, every time I say I'm going. Every time, never fails.
Bye, caller.
Hello.
I didn't realize he was even still there. John, how are you?
I'm okay.
What would you like to add to the conversation?
I'm British. I'm not American, but I do think the Republicans are better. I think the right is far better than the left, if I'm honest.
Why?
Well, I think like any terrible law that gets passed, or any people fighting for terrible laws like allowing men into women's bathrooms, it's always left.
Swear to God, Turf Island always strikes. Turf Island always strikes.
Violence. I'm not violent.
Y'all, Turf Island.
Oh,
Y'all
sorry, I
never
said
fail
violence.
to a point ever.
But you guys like lose your mind when the conversation
Let me
starts.
ask you a
instead of
question,
having the
please. Can I ask you a
conversation.
question real quick? Let me ask you just a little quick question. Okay. Do you go in women's bathrooms?
No, I'm a male.
So then nobody then why do you give a fuck?
Because
You're
I care about
interrupting
women.
our sacred ritual in which we get into the
You've
restroom.
just answered me a question
We pull
and not
down
let me
our
answer it.
pants and we fucking flare a lot of vaginas around. We're just trying to have some fun in the bathroom. Why do you guys care what we're doing in there?
Well, if you let
Trans
me answer
people
the
are not
question,
hurting us.
I'll
Let me just be clear about something.
Can I answer the question, though, that you asked?
No, I'm going to answer your question. I want to be clear about something. Never has a trans person caused me harm. Ever.
As a male?
You know who has caused me harm? Cis
Yeah.
men. Cis men
Yeah.
have caused me harm. Trans people
They're
are
called-
not harming people. They just want to go take a piss where they feel
let me-
comfortable taking a piss. Leave them alone.
Okay, so as a male ever harmed
Leave them
you?
alone.
As a
As a
male ever
male?
harmed you? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So you do know trans women are males, right?
Trans women
Oh my
are
God,
women.
what?
Yeah, the males though, right? The biological males. The women, but
Not
they're biological
necessarily.
males.
Not necessarily.
John,
But
Johnny
not
boy, how do
necessarily.
you,
So do you think
John,
you can
how do
change your
you know?
chromosomes?
Hey, Johnny, how do you know you're male?
Well, I don't mind answering the question, but you have to. When you ask me one, you've got to let me answer it.
I don't have to.
Right?
I'm not speaking over you. I just asked you how you know you're male.
I know, but I'm still answering the last one. We all agree that trans women are males, right?
Okay, how do you know you're male?
Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
No, not
When is a
necessarily.
Not
trans
necessarily,
woman?
dude.
Okay, when is a trans woman not a male?
When they're intersex.
Right. So what sex is intersex?
I mean, it really depends.
Exactly.
They're intersex.
Yeah, it's not
You
a
guys
third
have this really strange idea that sex is simply one point and another point, and then there's like a couple little points in between. It is a whole bimodal spectrum.
So what about
there
people
is
that
a
are not
whole
intersex then?
in
Do you
between.
agree that they're males, the ones that are not intersex?
Why does it matter?
I'm asking you a question, just answer it.
But why does it matter?
Well, you guys get so scared about this question.
But
Just
why
answer
does it matter? Okay, you know what? Here, how about this? According to the Williams Institute of Law at UCLA, they have done a comprehensive study of different reports from attacks that have happened in bathrooms, specifically about trans people and cis people. They found that not only do trans people not commit these crimes in these restrooms, in fact, they are more likely to be victims of these crimes in those restrooms.
I
So
agree.
why is it that you are so fucking pressed about bathrooms that you don't have any business being in the first fucking place, and no one invited you in there? Turf Island, I need you to mind your own fucking business.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here,
You're right.
JK
You are
John.
right.
We don't want to hear from you.
You are right. You are right. What you're saying, I understand. But do you hate slavery?
The absolute cocksucking hell are you talking about?
Just answer my question. Prove me wrong. Just answer my question and prove I'm an idiot. Do you hate slavery?
Yes, you absolute buffoon of a moron.
What's it got to do with you when you've never been a slave?
In fact, actually, Middle Eastern
how
people
stupid
have
you're-
been
you see how
enslaved.
stupid
No,
your argument
hey, focus, stupid. Focus. Don't make me get rude, but you're
You've
about to
never
push
been
me into
enslaved
getting
in your
rude.
life.
While
Never.
I may not have ever been enslaved, my ancestors had been. So I need you to calm the fuck down there,
Yeah, and my
JK John. No one needs to hear you from it.
grandparents was abused in a toilet.
You know, for somebody
Yeah,
who,
by a cis man.
who didn't want
Can a cis woman be a trans woman?
No.
No. So, what
my
type
God.
of person? What's the only person that can be a trans woman?
Someone whose gender does not align with their sexual preference.
It's a male. Wake
trans,
up.
Trans women are the no. Again, intersex people exist.
So everybody that's not an
here's
intersex,
the
are they
thing,
are they
here's the
are they
thing,
male?
Here's the thing.
Please
here's the
answer
thing.
that question I asked.
I'm not going to answer a motherfucking thing else from you. The conversation here is
Bye
why
then,
do you still
bye then.
support the Republicans? You came up here not even from this country to talk about trans people. Go fuck a trans person. That's what you want to do. Stop being like this. If you want to have sex with trans people, find a trans person who wants to have sex with you.
Our standards
this is why
aren't
you
that
guys are
low.
like this. This is why you guys are like this, because you are secretly gay, you are secretly someone who is attracted to trans people, and or a combination of the two. That is why you behave this way. Because this conversation had fuck all. We haven't talked about trans people all morning. But you had to come up here and be like, well, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question for just a moment, please. What about the trans people in the bathrooms? What about the trans people in the bathrooms? They're just trying to piss and shit and sometimes vomit. Maybe wash their hands. Leave them
Hopefully
the fuck
wash
alone.
their hands.
Well, sometimes people
John-
don't go into the bathroom to wash their hands. They gotta fix their hair. Sometimes
True.
they just want to wash their hands. But
True.
regardless, leave them the fuck alone. Trans people are not raping people. Cis men are raping people. Jesus Christ. Y'all are so fucking weird.
So fucking weird. I need to tell you something, John. I hope so much that heat wave that you guys are experiencing, I hope you experience it worse.
I don't. Elderly people will pass away and they don't deserve that.
No, him specifically. I hope that it
only him?
targets his house specifically. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay,
just him.
That's fine with me.
Like I want the sun to like hit a magnifying glass right over wherever he's walking.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. I have to go.
Yeah, just him and him alone. Exactly right.
I
Yes,
have to
you
fill
do.
out all this shit for FDP and go by the house and make sure that it's still standing. And then go to work. I don't want to go to work. I worked a shift and a half yesterday because I picked up some extra hours because they didn't have anybody to cover because my coworker called out, and I'm fucking tired. Thursday is my day off. I don't normally stream on Thursdays, but since I have been having meetings and shit all week, and I wasn't here as much as usual, I was like, oh, I'm gonna come live this morning because I feel bad. Also,
That's gonna be a good check, though.
Yeah, they gave me a $75 bonus plus my extra hours, but I only work 36, so it won't be overtime. At least
And just for John specifically, I hope Mexico beats England in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mexico's gonna win. They're gonna win.
Back to announcements. If you guys are in the Chaos Caucus broadcast channel, you can now comment. It used to be that if I could post something and you guys could interact with it, but now you guys can actually reply comments to the things that are shared in the channel, and you can comment in the channel. Please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up and make me have to take the ability for that to happen away. I guarantee you, if somebody ruins it, it's gonna be a fucking man who ruins it. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
I do have something else actually. Is it Thursday today? It is Thursday today. And you know what that means for tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, right here on this channel, you have the political poll. No, never mind, I lied.
It's a holiday weekend. We observe holidays around here. We
I
deserve time
honestly
off too
forgot
because
about
we both
Independence
work
Day.
regular jobs. However, on July 10th, the Political Poor comes back with a new episode and a brand new guest. We are going to have one of my greatest friends as a guest on the Political Poor. You guys may know him from Big Brother season 23, as well as The Challenge and The Amazing Race. We are going to have the wonderful Kylan DeYoung join us to discuss politics and maybe a little pop culture. So if you guys don't know who Kylan is, drop him a follow on Instagram. He's a great person. We love him very much. And I will fight you over Kylan, so y'all better be nice to him.
That's so fun. Also, that was a nice little like, no, not that, and then here's the good stuff. So thank you for the correction on that. But yeah, you guys, July 10th, mark it on your calendars.
I need to message him and see if he's willing to swap numbers, because I would talk movies with him all day long.
I'll tell him. Hold on. Godzilla God King sent me super chat, $10 super chat that says, Brev, you eat unseasoned Brev, you eat unseasoned beans out of a can, boil grey eels and tuna on top of baked potatoes. I don't want to hear what you have to say about other people's bodies when you do that with their own. Sorry, I had to say that because you said it in Brev. You said Brev instead of brother, so I had to read it in the accent. That guy had kind of a little bit of a muddled accent. It wasn't like really regionally specific. So I have a little bit of hard time mimicking that one, but
It sounded borderline Cockney.
No, it wasn't Cockney at all. He was definitely from Brexit or somewhere like that.
I don't know. The colonizer language all sounds the same.
I'm good at your accent. We also got a gift from, who is that there? I don't know. Who's that? Oh, Wayne. Thank you so much for the gift, Wayne, for the flow state. Appreciate you. I was otherwise distracted, and I apologize that I didn't see y'all when you sent your stuff. Let's see. Other housekeeping shit. I'm going to be at Resistival. If you guys don't know what Resistival is, it is a comedy festival, among other things, that is happening here in the state of Florida. There are going to be 2 shows, one in Orlando and one in Tampa. Thank you very much for
Ben.
Crown. Katrina? They call it Katrina. Because it's not like, I don't know, but whatever. So I'm going to be there along with, hold on, let me read you this amazing list of attendees. all of these people, well, most of them are my friends. We got Eliza Orleans, Ian Lightfoot, Hayden Crystal, Let's Not Date, Pull Up Pasta Politics, Brandon Tour, Abiola, Blacksmith, 221, My Cluck Hut, Brit Clock, or Brittle Koch. I don't know why I always fuck their name up. Americans for Democracy, Ryan Basham, Maggie Burnett, Dr. Genius, I don't know that person, Fork Diet Culture, Katie the Liberal, Larry the Sociologist, Tabitha Inspired, My Teacher Face, Kristen Arkansas, Non-Toxic Masculinity, Women in America, Christine Elise McCarthy, Kelsey Combe, USMC Angry Veteran, Cats on a Couch, Mike the Idealist, Sandy L. Booth. Like, the list goes on and on. Plus surprise special guests. I will be there. I will be part of Resistival, helping out, making sure everything goes great. And it's going to be a good time. If you guys want tickets to it, you can do that at Resistival.com. Why did I accidentally just close what I was looking at? It is going to be on November 11th and 12th, and also streaming live.
That's my birthday.
I have a lot going on those 2 weeks. I have Resistival the 11th, the 12th, and then there's like a little thing after. And then coming Monday, I'm going to be in Texas for a week.
Ew.
I got invited.
What are you doing in Texas?
I got invited to a conference about reproductive rights and reproductive justice. So they're flying me out there.
I don't know. I feel some sort of way about those conferences being held and women being flown out to places where it is dangerous to be a woman.
I was just gonna say that.
I get where you're coming from. And I definitely can see that. But also, I feel like if we're going to fight this stuff, we have to take the fight to where the fight is. Like, if we go to New Jersey, like, we're pretty, like, not much happening over there. But if we go to a place like Texas where they're actually doing this fuck shit,
yeah,
we affect more change. Say, we're not scared.
Yeah, you guys can.
We're going to fight back against
You can do it right there in front of them.
Thank you so much for the chili, Wayne. And the star.
Remember,
and the
you
flower.
guys, if you send in super chats and gifts and donos to the links in the bios, you all can help fund Amanda's ticket to the gala. And we do love a gal who goes to a gala.
Oh, and I'll try on my dresses for you guys. Also, if we hit 66.6K followers on TikTok, which we're right there, tell your friends to fucking follow me. We're going to do something special. We haven't decided what it is yet. But also, I need a pedicure, you guys. Someone.
On Maine? For free?
You just you can't show the dogs for free. They're barking. They would literally be like, oh.
No, they're not. My feet still look nice. Thank you, Wayne.
I'm talking about the boys.
The men. The cat's like, meow, no. Meow.
Yeah, honestly, Goji's like, I don't like that. There was a moment, Amanda, where you were looking over at the camera. It was absolutely hilarious. And you made a face while you were like leaning back side, like profile to the camera. And all I could think is Amanda needs that as a sticker because people need that reaction. It was something like that.
Y'all drop the sticker for Gigi so they can see the sticker of my face.
Oh, I definitely know the sticker that you're talking about, but it was a different face, and it was hilarious. But this stream is long, and I don't expect you to go searching for that one frame. But it was hilarious.
I have quite the arsenal of facial expressions.
Yeah, your face talks out loud.
I may not say it, but my face, yeah. Very, very much so, in high volume.
The words may be cursive. The face is in bold print.
Very much so. Big E says professional begging. Sir, it's not professional begging. MAGA men like to fund my lifestyle. It is a little thing they have. See, I also, like them, have a PHK, but the PHK is not for me, it's for them. I like to humiliate them.
I'm not beyond professional begging right now.
Yeah, y'all drop Kiki some coins. What are you doing? Kiki is currently locked out of their job because BP refuses to negotiate in good faith with the union. So y'all drop some gifts for Kiki.
Over 100 days of being locked out. We've been locked out since March 19th.
Arctic, I don't know your question. You can call in and ask your question. Art K
But
or
also-
Arctic, whichever.
But also don't call in because you need to go check on someone's house.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta go. Thank you. All right. Let me turn the phone line off so that it stops ringing through to my phone. Jeff, I'm sorry. I'm going right now. All right. I have to answer this email from FDP also. All right. Everybody be good. What is PHK? Okay. I will say it, but I have to say it in a way that is TikTok friendly because it is a KINK. So it is a public way to get your feelings hurt, also known as humiliation. You got it? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Uncle Daddy? That is a weird username. I can't believe it let you put that in the chat, Rachel. Thank you so much, Wayne. What is my background besides being American? I'm Colombian and Italian. What happened?
And go check on someone's house.
I'm going to go check on someone's house. Yes, it's fine. I have an hour and a half before I have to be at work. I have time.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, it's just around the corner. We live close.
Amanda, I want to tell you real quick. Thank you so much for having me on. I know you're going to go in a minute. I always love being up here and being around my divas.
I love when you're here. You're always welcome here. You know that.
A was on my panel last night. It was very fun.
Oh, cool.
I was.
Yes. I'm
Go
leaving.
ahead.
I gotta go. I'm gonna get in trouble. I love you guys. Everybody be good. If you can't be good, be gay and do crimes. I have a lot of shit to do in the next hour and a half. I'll see you guys when I see you. Join the broadcast channel there on TikTok. I'll let you know the next time I'm going live, and you will get live alerts. Everybody have a great day. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Love you, mean it. All right, YouTube, you little crazies. What are y'all doing? So what are my political views? I'm a leftist. You started following me on TikTok? Awesome. Thank you. All right, I'm going. Everybody be good. If you can't be good, be gay and do crimes. And also, as per usual, YouTube, you know how I like to end this stream. Fuck you.